Good morning, everybody. We are on time today. Happy Wednesday. It's an amazing day here. I hope you all are doing well, having some good weather, maybe. Broken DM scale. Hey, Carrie, good to see you. K Buns, hello, hello. I did. And holy shit, what Scar said in the responses on Twitter had me actually cackling out loud. K Buns, thank you for being a member for 45 months. Appreciate you, girl. Just Jamie, Sushi, Bama Girl, Homewrecker Chantel, Sweet Daily Win, Lauren, Andy, Stacy the Witch, Sushi, Sweet, Goodbye Kyle, Unvaccinated, Craigslist Fat, Summer D, My Love of Crafts, Drama B, Lily, Remy, Carrie, Sassy Mama, Ownage, Fat Daddy Slim says hashtag win. We are still waiting. We're never going to stop waiting, by the way. In case you were wondering if we were ever going to move on, the answer is no, absolutely not. Ellie, hello. Lost to Molly, Tina B, Just Deb, Pink Warrior, Missing Mimic again. Let's see here. Doris, hello. Glass Diamonds. Everybody, welcome to the show. So, in case you missed it, we are doing a giveaway today. So if you guys haven't commented on yesterday's live stream, make sure you do. We're picking 20 winners today, giving back to the community. Thank you all so much for coming through and with all the support for the relaunching of the merch store. I appreciate you guys so much. So let's talk about the giveaway card for a moment, because I seem to have some mixed responses as far as the spelling of BG's name. It was supposed to be a play on how Chantel pronounces when she gets really super like manic and she's like, BJ. And how, you know how she says it? So I put BJ. I thought people would get it, but they don't get it. They're like, I'm not following along. I mean, we understand that it's BG in the description here, but we're not really understanding the BJ. So maybe I'll go ahead and change it before we ship these out. I thought it was cute. I thought it was fitting. Like, I totally got it. But if you guys want me to change it, I totally can. You like the BJ? Should we keep it? I love it. She's a pretty girl. She really is. Hey, girl. Good to see you. You got it, Remy. A lot of people did not get it. I was like, damn, girl, was maybe, I was dreaming. And this is something that I thought of in my head. And I'm like, no, bro. I hear Chantel say it like that all the time. How can I be the only one that gets the reference? But I don't know. We'll see. You got it immediately. So some of you get it, some of you don't. I don't know. I'll decide whether I want to keep it or not, because I want to make sure that like it's a part of the history here. So when you guys go to look back on this card years from now, you're totally going to, understand what it means. Hey, Sky, good to see you. Cowgirl, hello. Yeah, it was on the willies. Hey, Butter Crumpet, plays a clip of her screaming, BJ, under the bridge, and then maybe people remember. That's a good idea, Butter Crumpet. Thank you for that. Glass Diamond says, please put the BG card in the merch store. So many of us love her. We will eventually, Glass Diamonds. I'm going to do a couple of giveaways first. And once I get all of those done, we'll definitely slide her into the merch store. And also, we're going to open up I know all of the items are not available for international shipping, but I'm going to change it so the trading cards, because I think I can totally manage getting those shipped internationally. So I'll do that maybe later today for those who are across the pond are interested in collecting the trading cards. I'll totally open that up to the international audience. And Glass Diamonds, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So again, do not forget to leave your comment on yesterday's live stream. We're going to pick 20 winners, whether you're inside of the United States or outside of the United States. You have your opportunity to win a BJ trading card. So don't forget, before we leave today, leave your comment. 20 winners. Street Carp said, I got my card yesterday. I love it, but I definitely want the BG one. It's so cute. It really is. This is not a holographic one because the colors didn't pop as good on the holographic paper. So I put it on the plain white and it looks so much better than the holographic. I do love the holographic cards, but when you have colors like that, they just don't pop as good. So it went on the plain white and it looks fantastic. You guys are really going to like it. Very good quality, by the way. Like, we put a lot of work and a lot of effort into creating these cards, man. And they are well worth it, in my opinion. Hey, Sheiky Chic, welcome to the official support group, hun. Thank you for joining. Mrs. Fluffykins, hello. The future card of BG biting Foodie's arm fat. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, I'll consider it, girl. And thank you for being a member for 11 months. Appreciate you. Hello, Champagne Kisses. Maybe change it for giveaway, but put the original in the merch store. You think so? I'm torn. I think since I'm talking to you guys and I'm getting some, maybe other people just needed a reminder of where we got the BJ from, So maybe we will keep it. Just keep it like that because it looks good and I get the reference, and now maybe you guys can get the reference too. Scooter under the bridge, smoking park, smoking pot. Champagne Kisses, thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Amy P. Good morning. I haven't gotten a postcard in a few months. I did email you. I haven't checked my email in a couple of days. So if you've emailed me recently, I'll get to that today, Amy P, and we will definitely get you taken care of, girl, and see what the problem is. And thank you for being a member for 36 months, hun. Appreciate you. So yes, make sure you leave a comment on yesterday's live stream, ladies. Darcy Diamonds, hello. Thank you so much for joining memberships, girl. Welcome to the Poors. Thank you for being a poor piece of crap. Appreciate you. Okay, Panda Pondu. Appreciate you, girl. Her shadow gets me. So we were watching Chantel. I can't remember who we were watching through, but we got to the part with Chantel's shadow, and I was like, bro, that's got to be the thumbnail for tomorrow. That shadow it's massive. It is so massive. And when you're not watching on your phone or your computer and you're watching Chantel on the big screen, it's a whole nother look, girls. Like, she is legit the size of the dumpster, if not bigger. I mean, when she gets a little closer to the dumpster, I would say it's safe to say she's about the size of both of those dumpsters. And you need to take it all in. Chantel wasn't supposed to go live yesterday. She was supposed to, Tuesdays are her days off. So she's made it clear that the last day of her payday or whatever, like the final day before she, can finish off for the week and get paid on Kick, I believe is on Monday. So Monday she streams as much as she possibly can. And then on Tuesday, she normally takes the day off. Well, and that's what she was supposed to do. Lo and behold, though, Chantel goes live on the YouTubies last night, oot in a boot on her mobility scooter. Porcula, hello. Leave it all in part of the journey. I agree. I think we're going to keep it like that, Porcula. I like it. I get it. I totally get the reference. So I think it's going to stay. And thank you for the support, hun. I appreciate you. I want a memorial card for the wobbles. That scooter has done the Lord's work. We do have a mobility scooter card, but you're right. We need like a memorial card for the mobility scooter. That is a fantastic idea. I'll see what I can come up with. Hey, DP Cat Lady, good to see you. Just Dev says, I watch on the 75-inch and she's half of my screen. God damn. Just Dev, girl, it's great. And thank you for the support, hun. Appreciate you. Yeah, watching Chantel on the big screen is a completely different experience for sure. Oot in a boot for Scoot. That's right. Hey, Spiteful Pinky Jean. You talked to Midwest Bird yesterday. She's good. She relocated for a job and has been slammed. I'm so glad you checked in with her, Spiteful Pinky Jean. I just wanted to make sure that she was okay. But Midwest Bird Freak used to never miss a show, so I'm glad to hear that she's doing well. And I know she'll be back as soon as she can. Thank you for that. Butter Crumpet says she doesn't like YouTube as it doesn't pay weekly. She's gonna struggle. And that's the thing. Like, she has to push her YouTube now. She knows that. At least she thinks that, right? She's heard the same thing that we have, is that it's not that she can't access her money while she's in Syria. We all know the situation with that. She absolutely can. It's that I don't think that she can get paid whatsoever. At least that's the word, right? When she gets there, we'll know more on that situation, and we're going to know whether or not Chantel is not going to stream on Kick if she cannot access her money. That's not going to happen. So I think the reason that she's going live a little bit more on the YouTube is in case she has to pivot completely to YouTube, because she knows for a fact that she can make money with her VPN while in Syria. They just have to travel to get her money. So we're going to have to see how that turns out for her. Shelly Ray, hello. As big as 2 dumpsters, salary will have double the fun. It's going to be double the fun, and it's going to cost him double. The amount of money, and I know it wasn't much because, again, hey, Big Turks. Hey, Spaghetti. I seen you in chat too, girl. She is in Syria. Things are obviously, that's what Chantel's big, selling point on Syria is that it's so cheap to live there. Yeah, duh, dummy. There's a reason for that too. But still, it's going to cost him double the price of feeding Chantel while in Syria, unless he's going to lean into the sick joke. And I kind of hope that he does. I kind of hope that Salah only leaves Chantel with a couple of eggs and maybe a couple of pieces of pita while he's oot and a boot with the first, second, third, fourth. I don't know. With the others, with the cousins, if you will. We'll leave it at that. Shelly Ray, thank you for the super chat, girl. I appreciate you. Hey, Duping Delight, top chat. Hello. Chantel doesn't care about anything but her next meal. Okay, so, and we'll talk about it more because she talks about how sick she was. Chantel had the uncontrolled type 2 diarrhea again. And as we know, we're 12 minutes into this and we're already talking about shit. It is what it is. Consider the subject. Okay. When you're talking about Foodie and you're covering Foodie, the odds are highly likely that you're going to be talking about shit. Okay. Hey, Evie girl. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership to the trading card tier. Make sure to send me your information so I can get that out to you today, girl, at the email in the description below, tunderground2323@gmail.com. And I know that was fast, but it's always in the description. And thank you for joining, hun. Appreciate you. Give her a giant bag of rice, happy as a pig in the shed. Crumb says she's very close to traveling. I don't think she's had BG check to travel. So what if she can't, cutie, and you dismantled your life again? Okay, so let me finish up this thing about Chantel being sick. The reason that I believe that Chantel wasn't live yesterday, because Chantel, yes, she normally likes to take a couple of days off to recover, to eat behind the scenes, to do whatever it is that she likes to do, right? Things have all of a sudden changed and she's back to streaming hours upon hours upon hours at a time. I don't think that Chantel has booked her flight yet. I got to thinking about this yesterday. I think that she really is trying to collect every single dollar that she can before she goes off to Syria. Not because she can't access her money in Syria, because I do believe that she can, but because she's fucking flat broke. I don't think she's got the money for the rental car yet. I don't think she's got the money for the ticket yet. So she is really putting in all the work that she can, because it's not like YouTube where she has to wait till the 21st in order to collect her funds. She gets paid weekly on the kick. So she's streaming extra hours so she can get her money for a ticket. Here's what I think with BG. I was thinking about it more yesterday. Yes, Chantel, I think about you, bitch, a lot. You're not wrong. It's fair. You can have that one. So the BG situation. And I've been kind of going back and forth with this, more leaning towards no, the cat's not going. Like, she's going to be lucky enough to make it to Syria herself. So what about BG? What's the plan for BG? So maybe this is a possibility. Hey, Cancer Warrior. I think she's already got a plan, not even a backup plan. I think this is the plan for BG. I think maybe the cat is going to her sister. I think the cat is either going to her sister or the cat is going to go to Phyllis. So, but she doesn't want people to know. She doesn't want to hear the backlash. You know, she doesn't want to hear people shit. And she likes to rage bait people too. So having them think that she's going to take the cat to Syria, but I really don't believe that Chantel has any plans to take the cat to Syria. And the main reason being for that, if we're all following along with the same storyline here, or maybe even Squeaky, you're right about that. There is somebody that I believe that is already in place to take the cat. But if you're following along, the main reason that I think that Chantel is not going to take BG with her, yes, I mean, obviously because Chantel is going to have a hard enough time traveling on her own. Absolutely. But number one is going to be financial. Chantel is in a sticky situation. She doesn't have a lot of money. There's a big possibility she hasn't even bought her plane ticket yet. So she hasn't even got the money to buy her own ticket yet. What are the odds that she's going to have the money in a couple of weeks in order to buy BG her ticket to go to Syria? How much ever that costs? Like, it costs money for her to take that cat with her. Not only does it take money for her to take the cat with her, she has to take the cat to the vet. It has to get like certificates and shit like that. There's not a chance in hell that I believe that Chantel is going to be in any kind of situation to take that cat with her. And number one, again, being financial. So all of this duper's delight, in my opinion, is exactly that. She's already got a plan of action set in place. Whoever is getting BG is more than likely already aware that they're getting the cat. Like, it's already been set up for quite some time. Hey, Shell. Hi, yeah, but the postcards and trading cards have been bangers. Thank you, love. She's slowly losing all of her big donors. I love that for her. She really is. And again, That is going to get her. Duping Delight, I see you. In one hell of a position when she makes her way back to Syria. And then she realizes pretty soon after she's there for less than 24 hours that she fucked up. She fucked up and she needs an out. And there ain't nobody to get her out of this situation. Like, imagine putting yourself, hey, Loke Dog, in that situation. And there ain't a person on the planet that's going to save you from that shit because you've did it and did it and did it. And people are sick of it. They are absolutely, her own community is sick and tired of her shit. Are they sticking it out to watch the shit show the same as we are? Yes. And Chantel made a comment yesterday when she was out. She was like, yeah, I've got to get all the money I can before I go to Syria. So if you guys if you want to donate, I'm not telling you have to donate. You're going to need to donate before I go off to Syria because I'm not going to have access. No, this is not a situation. Nice try there, Chantel. And now I'm understanding a little bit more when she presented this I'm not going to have access to my money storyline that she did like 2 days ago or whatever, because it's the same one that we've heard before. But there's a reason. There's more of a reason for it. It's not just to convince us that Allah is just an amazing man and husband and provider. No, because she's going to follow that up with send money now before I leave because I'm not going to have. So she wants everybody to send money now. Don't send it when I'm in Syria. I'm not going to be able to access it. So if you thought about sending me a donation, now's the time. So now I understand why she presented this whole I can't access my money, because it was a little early in the game for her to start saying that. But now I get it because she needs money now. Again, going back to her being broke as fuck and not being able to take BG. It's a plan. It's a grift move, but she can't just go into it as a flat out grift. She has to be very careful with it because of all the shit that she's done in the past. Asking money to get away if anything happens to me. Thank you, babe. I told you last night that was going to be the thumbnail. If anything happens to me, it was them. And then rushing back and blowing up her life again to go back to Syria. Another reason why she doesn't want to tell people why she's going to rehome BG. Because if she tells people, even though the majority of people, I would imagine, don't want Chantel to take BG with her to Syria, they also can't imagine Chantel rehoming yet another cat. So she's got to pick and choose her battles here because she's depending a lot on her own community, which ain't fucking doing shit for her as far as what she's going to be safe to say. So you just got to read through her bullshit and try to put the pieces together yourself. And that's the shit that I came up with in the last 24 hours. And I think it sounds pretty good. Shell, thank you for being a member again, hon. I appreciate you. And I got behind in chat from running my big mouth. Hey, Big Bertha. Oh, yes, Big Bertha. I seen on Twitter you were talking about going back and rebranding to the Wasta Crimes or whatever. I totally think you should do that. I meant to tell you yesterday when we opened the postcard trading card, Mr. B said, if it's not signed, I don't want to see it. I love them all and I love you so much. Listen, I don't want to do the signed card because I don't know. That's kind of embarrassing. Nobody wants my freaking signature. But I guess just for again, this is our little history. In 10 years, guys, when all this shit is said and done, maybe we'll still be here. There's a big possibility we'll be moved on. Nobody's going to be still watching this shit. But hey, look at it like this. A lot of us have already been invested in this shit for 10 years. So we could still be here in 10 years. But regardless, it's a part, we put a lot of time into this community. So I get it. Like having a card like that, having a signature, that might be kind of cool to look back on. Okay, Big Bertha Jean, I'm going to do it. And thank you for the support, hun. Evie says, I thought I was already on the trading card tier level since I joined. I have the BG one. Also, I'm going to send you a message in Discord about a 3D print file for the trading display rack. I have one. I have several EVDB. That's something that I've been practicing with. Like I've been just going through different files and things and learning the 3D printers. But not only do I have a trading card display rack, I've also made one for my woman. So, but thank you though. Anything else though, feel free to send it my way. And thank you for the support. And I need to get back over into the Discord, girls. I know it's been a minute, but I'm going to get there. Okay. I just been really freaking busy. Liz, hello. I'm going to be a punk and not specify who this is for, but it's someone who does watch you as a colleague, Yaba, using this to wish them a happy birthday and be an absolute menace. Happy birthday, Anonymous. Wherever you are, whoever you are, you have an amazing day and make sure, as always, you eat the cake or whatever it is that you love so much. Congratulations on making it another year. Play the song, baby. Mm. Hey, Cheeto Firecat. Good to see you, girl. Joanna, hello. Oh, Big Shadow. And Liz, thank you for the support, hun. That was very sweet of you. Let me see here. Hey, Art, I see you, girl. Unicorn Farts, hello. She'll take out her spite. She'll take her out of spite. Poor cat. And you know what? I kind of think that that would be the plan for Chantel. She would love to take the cat to Syria just out of spite. But we're talking about just as far as like finances are concerned. I just don't think that she's going to be able to pull that shit off. If she does, there is a possibility that Chantel is going to do whatever she needs to do to get that cat to Syria. But I think there's a slim chance. But if she does get the cat there, it's totally out of spite. I agree with that 1,000,000%. And thank you for being a member for 18 months, hon. Appreciate you. You guys also have to remember, not only is Chantel paying all of this money for the traveling and buying new luggage, why does she need new luggage? What happened to the luggage that you had that you've been having since you were in Kuwait? Why did you need Timu luggage at that? I don't understand it. So all of this expense to get her over to Syria, you also have to remember, you think that Salah's letting Chantel come there for free? They are setting her up with her own property, whether it be family property, which I don't freaking believe, or it's an apartment somewhere. She has already or is sending the funds to have that taken care of. And it's costing her 3, 4, 5 times of what it actually cost. You know what I'm saying? Like he's taxing Chantel, if you will. So yeah, she's paying to travel, to go over to the Middle East. She's got to buy all the shit that she needs, new Timu luggage, the ticket to fly, if she's taking BG, whatever that's going to cost. And she's also paying Salah whatever money that he's requesting for her to relocate over there. If she's going over there and she's going to a new property, she's going to have nothing. She's already said that there's no dishes, there's no pots and pans, there's no furniture. So of course they're going to present this like, oh, I did all this for my husband. He furnished my home and he got all the pots and pans and the one fork and the one plate that I'm going to use. He did. No, she's going to send him the money, or she's already been sending him the money to make that shit happen. So again, I just don't see her being able to financially, even if she could, Unicorn Farts, you also have to remember that if Chantel gets BG to Syria, she's already said that she permanently is not or cannot stay there. She is not or cannot permanently stay there. So what are you going to do then? Are you going to leave BG behind, or are you going to be stuck paying whatever money it's going to take to get BG to relocate to wherever she's going? So holding on to BG for Chantel is going to be a financial strain. It's going to cost her money like that. It's just going to be a financial strain on her. That's again another big reason I don't think that she's going to take BG with her, but time will tell. We'll see. I hope she doesn't. As crazy as that sounds, I hope that BG gets rehomed to somebody else, even if it is Squirky or Squeaky or whatever her name is. I would imagine that would be better than her traveling all those hours with Chantel, possibly getting denied entry for whatever reason, Chantel letting the cat out in Syria. I just know there's nothing good that can come from BG traveling to Syria with Chantel. So unfortunately, I do hope that she's rehoming BG. Jeff, hello. Her village idiot was supposed to be paying for the Malaysia trip, so he should have a bunch of money saved. He should be able to fund her. No. That Malaysia trip, all of that, none of that shit, even if it was a possibility that they were going to Malaysia, all of that was being funded by Chantel. There has not been anything that Salah has funded. Chantel gave that shit away a long time ago when she told the story about how she had Salah quit the only job that I think Salah has had since they've been together when she came to Kuwait. And then in order to stay in Kuwait and prove that he was making income, I do believe that she had her money going into his bank account, because you have to still provide proof that you are working in Kuwait. All, you know, that whole situation or whatever. So I don't believe that there's a business. I don't think that Salah has an olive business. I'm a naysayer on all of Salah's businesses. I think that his only business, his main business is Chantel. My big thing, especially because he's in Syria, maybe in Kuwait, there were talks and in the works of doing something to make some kind of income. And we had this conversation the other day. Okay, so you're in Syria and you've got this opportunity to collect this money from this death fat, which could create business in Syria. Like that sounds great, right? Okay, that's amazing. But who are your customers? Who are your customers? I'm looking up and reading about Syria, and you're talking about a 95% people are living in poverty. They don't have money for food. They don't have access to water, but they're buying things from Salah's business. No, his only business is Chantel. That's it. And he really doesn't need to do anything else. He's making great money just pretending to be her husband. Broke ass scammer. Exactly. And that again, if Salah had these successful businesses in Syria and he was doing very well, and he took the money that he made from Chantel and invested back and was doing good, we wouldn't be seeing this right now. She wouldn't be allowed back in Syria. If what was working, if he was working and making plenty of money in Syria, why would he need Chantel to come back? He wouldn't. He wouldn't have her there. He wouldn't put up. She puts a target not only on her own back, but his back, and I would imagine his entire family. I mean, you see the way that she acted in Kuwait. You've seen the way that she acted while she was in Syria. It's really not safe for even his family to have Chantel. And like people talk about the danger that Chantel is in Syria, but she's also putting everybody else in danger because she can't shut her fucking mouth. So he needs to bring Chantel back in order to have that money because there is no business. Jeff, again, thank you, hun. There you are, girl. Rebrand complete. Tens of lost to crimes yet again. Not too soon either, just on time. And thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Puff the Magic Dragon, good to see you. Porcula says, I want a signature card for sure. Okay, I gotta see what I can do because the cards are laminated. So I don't know what kind of because the permanent marker is not gonna work. I'm gonna have to come up with something special. So the signature, maybe I could sign the cards before they're laminated. That would be a good idea. Okay, let me put that together and I will let you guys know. Porcula, thank you for the support. Appreciate you. And I know we're doing a lot of talking before the stream gets started, and I'm totally fine with that because the stream itself was boring. The stream itself was boring, and the most takeaway that you're going to get from this is that you're not going to see this very much longer. This is it. This is the final days of the mobility scooter in Canada. Acrylic paint markers and some sealant should work. Thank you for that. Porcula, also, thank you for being a member for 31 months. Love you madly, deeply, and this community. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. We love you too. Hey, Chubby Bear, good to see you. Your luggage is called a gun. That's pretty fucking funny, look, dog. Okay. Karina says, Mr. A confirms Salah is broke. He lost everything in Kuwait. And I believe it. And that answers because everybody was dead set when Salah is not going to allow Chantel back to Syria. There's so many people said there's not a chance in hell that Salah is going to let her come back over there. Why would he ever? Because he doesn't fucking have anything. He lost everything in Kuwait and he cannot rebuild that in Syria. These people are struggling to stay alive. Again, they don't have access to water. They are, having hard times just providing food for their family. They don't want your fucking perfume. They don't need your taxi ride. They can't invest in your real estate. It's just not the way that they present this to the internet. Like Salah is just so super successful in Syria. It's not true. Not even for a second. Kataria, thank you for the support, hun. Ceiling Worm says she's going to go out like she lived on a dirty floor mattress. Yes, agreed. Ceiling Worms, thank you for the support. Tweety, did I say hello to you? Hello. Art says, what if she threw out the can't access money or earn on Kick to see if he changes his tune? Stir up a fight, and then he can be to blame when she backs out. See? I get what you're saying there, Art, but the thing for me is I think that Chantel doesn't want Salah to back out. If Salah, okay, so here's the thing. If you think that that's a possibility, what's the plan? she's moving out of the apartment. That apartment is done and over with. And Chantel renting an apartment in Canada is not very easy. She's already admitted that before. She can't afford Canada. She doesn't want Salah to back out of her coming over. If she didn't want to go, please believe me, you. If Chantel's ass did not want to go to Syria, she wouldn't go to Syria. Chantel doesn't do anything that she doesn't want to do. She knows he has nothing, and she loves that he has nothing because that puts her in a position to get her ass into Syria. Not so much the family home, but in Syria. She doesn't want to back out. She wants to be there. I think her putting that out there about not accessing her money on Kick she answered it yesterday. She told us she wants people to donate now because she needs money to travel. She's not prepared. She more than likely doesn't have her airplane ticket. She needs all the money she can get. So she came up with, after I leave here, I'm not going to be able to access that money. So if you want to send donations, send them now to my PayPal. That's what it was. She planted the seed. Chantel thinks she's the smartest funkle in the fucking room. Financial abuser, absolutely. Art, thank you for the support. Hey, Queen Girl, loved you all. Happy to be here with you. And we're happy to have you, girl. And thank you for being a member for 5 months. Appreciate you so much. Stella Ray says she doesn't give a shit about her pets. Yes, that's why she mocks and attacks anyone that shows concern about them. Absolutely. Concern she never has and never will have for any of her pets or any species. Exactly 1,000,000%. If you can walk away as coldly, it's not just the fact that Chantel walked away from BBJ it's the way that she did it. Okay. It's bad enough that she did it. Like when you have to rehome a cat that you've had for 17, 18 years, that would be devastating to a person. Like if a person really had to give away an animal that they had for 17 years, I'm going to promise you that that's going to be devastating for somebody. And it never bothered Chantel, not one bit. That should have told you everything that you needed to know about how Chantel feels about animals in general. Exactly, Veggie Bomb. 17 years. That cat was with Chantel through all of her highs, all of her lows, through everything. And then as soon as BBJ got elderly and it was at the end of her life or whatever, she fucking rehomed her. And it wasn't like she was in a situation to where she had to. She did it for somebody she didn't even fucking know. And I don't even know that Chantel shed one tear over that cat. I can't even imagine that. Stella Ray, thank you for the support, hun. Let me see here. Sura, hello, girl. This pic looks like the start of a horror film. One day it will be. One day you're going to see this on some DVD cover, okay? And some old school video VHS rental store. Those are going to make a comeback. I'm calling it now. The video stores are eventually going to make a comeback. You heard it here first. Sura, thank you for the support. And this feature film, this is exactly what it's going to look like. Hello, hey Coco Bear. Hey Yaba, I just want to know if AI is used to make the cards. I want a card, but I'm an artist, but I'm weary. I love you and the Fibro Pinky crew, regardless. Hey Coco Bear, I do use AI to some extent. A lot of it is created through Canva, like the backgrounds and the text. But for a lot of the images, yes, I'm not going to lie, I do incorporate AI. So yes. And thank you for the support, hon. I appreciate you. Okay, we're caught up. You still have your Blockbuster card. You're going to make bank one day off of the eBay, girl. Hold on to it. Let's get started. It's an hour and 38 minutes long, and I want to probably get through the entire thing. Let's see here. She titled it, Foodie Beauty is Live. Wow, girl. 4,176 views and 107 thumbs up. Go ahead, Chantel. You have the floor. Hey, Queenly girl. Just started the stream. Maybe put BG's name is BJ all across the top. Just a thought. That's a good idea, Queenly. Maybe I'll change it to that. That might make more sense. And thank you for the support, hun. Appreciate you. And again, if you are just getting here, make sure you leave a comment on yesterday's live stream. And for your chance to win the BG trading card. We're picking 20 winners at the end of this live stream. Okay, girl, now again, take it away.
I said, shh.
you're right. We're not going to get through the entire video. We talk way too much. But to be fair, there's not really a whole lot to say, but I'm sure I'm going to come up with something.
1, 2, 3. Take a chance on bees. Positive J. Hello. Saber, Kimby. Hi, people. Hey, Glitter Bomb.
50 and freaking fabulous says, I don't care what a 42-year-old selfish beast does with her own life. As a cat mama of many years and a true lover of animals, I hope BG stays. F off, Foodie Beauty. This is one of those times that I feel like the entire community agrees. Yes, are we going to fucking run our mouths because Chantel is going to rehome yet another animal? Absolutely. But I think we're all on the same page that it's for the best. That's the best possible scenario for BG is to stay behind and be rehomed, hopefully with somebody better. I mean, anybody at this point would be better than Chantel dragging that poor cat off to Syria. If she takes BG to Syria, she's not bringing her back. She's not bringing her anywhere else that she goes. And Chantel is not going to be able to squat her ass in Syria forever because why? I mean, there's lots of legal reasons that she probably won't be able to get away with that. But Chantel's going to blow this shit up just like she did in Kuwait, but it's going to happen a lot faster because of the situation at hand. Salah's not living there. Salah's only going to be there a couple of days out of the week. At least that's what she thinks. And you know what? That's another thing I got to thinking of last night. 50 and freaking fabulous. Thank you for the support, hun. So she's already announcing that Salah is only going to be there like 3-4 days a week. We don't know what the family knows as far as Chantel coming to Syria. Maybe they do know that she's coming. Maybe he is hiding Chantel out. I don't know how that would work out. But especially, and I know there's been talk that his dad travels from Syria to Kuwait, like back and forth. You got to wonder how his dad would feel about that. So if Salah is missing and not living in the family home a couple of days a week, don't you think that he's going to start getting suspicious and asking questions if he doesn't know? That's what I'm getting at, Dee Dee. I don't think that Salah, if this is the case and his family does not know, or maybe they do know, and maybe Salah is presenting it like, hey, yes, she's coming to Syria, but we're not in any kind of relationship. She's basically remember that whole thing about him being a tour guide and you can pay him money and he'll give you like the best experience of Syria that you've ever had, like just come see me, whatever type situation. Maybe that's the way that he's presented this to his family. Like, she's coming here. She's going to be paying me lots of money to make sure that she's taken care of. But she herself just wants to relocate to Syria. This has nothing to do with the relationship between me and Foodie Beauty. It's his job. Like, basically, Chantel is hiring him as somebody just to help take care of her while she's there because she can't speak the language. She can't rent houses. She can't do any of those things. I think that's a possibility of how he's presented this to his family, if at all. Either way, Salah's not going to be able to disappear for a couple of days a week and live with Chantel. Now, he might drop in, and I wonder if she is aware of that, because I think that's exactly how it's going to go down. Like, yeah, he might drop in a few days a week. Hell, he might swing by every day. I don't know. Maybe in the beginning, especially. But will he actually stay the night there like she expects? That's where I think there's going to be a big problem. And that's where I wonder if Salah has told Chantel that, yeah, I'm going to be there 3 to 4 days a week, but I can't stay the night, because I don't know that his family would go for that, especially if he has presented this as a business partnership than a marriage, right? Because according to Chantel and Salah, they signed papers and the family was there and made sure that she signed that shit. That makes a lot of sense to me. Danzel says, hey, Yabin support group, always love our meetings together. I still believe not one rent or utility has been made. I'm with you, Danzel. And I think the majority of that money, though, was blown on food and weed and whatever else that she's been doing over there. I don't think that she's been saving a whole lot of that money. I think she's been eating the majority of that money. And thank you for being a member for 8 months, hon. Liz says, doing this for no other reason than transparency, honesty, and forwardness. Regarding AI use, this is not seen often. This makes me love you more, Yaba. Liz, thank you for the support. It's the same thing that I've always used for all my little cartoon things or whatever. And I try to incorporate that into Canva and do as much as I can with my own, but I'm not a very artistic person. So I do what I can. And yes, obviously, that is not something that I drew. I can't sit there and take credit for something that I didn't do. And Liz, thank you for the support. I appreciate you so much. Sugarfoot Slosh, thank you for gifting one the YouTube Underground membership. Let me see if I can catch who caught it. Let's see here. Damn, did I get that behind in chat with my big mouth? Of course I did. Here we go. A Cosmo Katie, welcome, new member. Sugarfoot Slosh, thank you for the support, girl. I appreciate you. I'm trying to get caught up. Sorry about that. Who died, Butter Crumpet? Danzel, thank you so much for gifting one the YouTube Underground membership. Let me scroll and see who got it. Kimber Farms, welcome, new member. Thank you, Danzel. I appreciate you, girl.
ECP, Enu, Coco Pickles, Trisha, Glitter Queen. Hey, Sandwich, Lavina, Flawla. Thank you, Positive J, Trixie, Jimmy, Krista, hello, Canadian Queen, Dale. Hey, Dale. Nick Grady, Sosa. This just made your day. Well, so do you guys. I have an explanation of why I'm live, but I'm gonna wait for more people. Hey, girl, 1047. Christy from Florida, cute baby cakes. Hey, Aaron, I tricked you.
Oh, I can believe that. I can believe that 1,000,000%. How fucking sick does one person have to be? Do you think that she cares about the well-being of BG? Do you think that she really does it for the love of animals? It's to get one up on Chantel and to hopefully slime her way back into the community. Fucking disgusting. Stay out of this shit, cigarette. Gross. Jamie, thank you for the support. Not shocked.
I changed my mind multiple times in an hour, so hey, Jamal. Hey, Ray Barbie. Fins. And it's Izzy. I make that announcement just in case I don't go live and it's early enough so you guys are not waiting on me. Hey, Caroline. Witchy. Ray.
Who the fuck would be waiting on Foodie? I mean, I say that. And then I'm like, when Chantel doesn't go live, I'm popping off on Twitter like, where's the gut today? I guess we are. Okay. Fair enough, Chantel. You got me there.
Amy. Turtles. Hi, Turtles.
Hey, Gwen.
Now, Mariana. Hi, Saphir. I'm coming to Scotland. Hey, Green Foopy. Costco hot dog. You want me to hurl? Hey, Natalie. Chi Nut. Cuckoo Peekoo. Yeah, you know. Yep, I had New York fries and now I'm paying for it.
Chantel doesn't need money for BG. BG needs a new home, a better home. There's no reason that anybody should be giving Chantel any kind of financial, because if she's looking to get money for BG, like if Chantel's actually entertaining some shit like that, which I don't know if she is, I'm just saying, that means she has no intentions of taking BG. So regardless, the cat is going to be rehomed. Even if Chantel drops that cat off at the Canadian shelter, BG is going to find herself a home. She doesn't need anybody to come in and give her any kind of money for that cat. That cat, if she leaves that cat behind in Canada, I'm confident that the cat will have a second chance in life and it will find a better home. That can't be said if Big Sig gets her nicotine stained fingers on BG. I had to think about that for a minute. I almost said BBJ. The same can't be said. That is no place. Over there in Big Sig's dusty, disgusting, smoke-filled dump of an apartment is nowhere where she hates, and she said it 1,000,000 times that she hates animals, is nowhere for a cat to get a second chance.
Now I'm paying for it. You need my smile? Okay, let me turn around and smile. What's these? I need to bring some things here, by the way. I guess this is where I have to put my stuff when I move. Been waiting all day? Oh, hi, Amy. Oh, you were in Pete's chat, eh?
Invert, I was already thinking about this. Even if she does show like a carrier, even if she does show like a playpen, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's plans for the cat to travel. That doesn't say to me, oh, well, this is locked in. Chantel's definitely taking the cat with her. If she's leaving the cat, if she's already got a situation to where she knows somebody is going to take the cat, like let's say her sister is going to take the cat. Maybe that was part of the agreement. I'm going to need you to get me this. I'm going to need a little playpen for the cat. These are the things that I'm going to need if you want me to take your cat. So it doesn't necessarily mean, even if we start to see these things, that BG is going with her. We're not going to know what happens to the cat until she ends up in Syria, whether or not she goes with her, she stays behind. I think what'll happen is that she's going to go through and say the entire time that the cat is going with her. And I think she'll go live in Syria, and she'll be sad and she'll be in tears and she'll say, unfortunately, at the last moment, I couldn't take her, but I don't want you guys to worry. I made sure that she went to a good home. And I think that she's going to admit that the sister got the cat, but we will see.
Yes, I'm wearing the same clothes. Uh-oh. Something's up with my...
Apparently, she's offering $250, a far cry from the $3,000 she offered for BBJ. Baroque, how much did she offer for Smokey? Oh my God. Then you mean to tell me that them 12-hour live streams on the Kick ain't paying nothing over there, girl? She offered a car when she wanted to get her hands on Smokey, and now she's dropped it down to a measly, pissy-ass $250. Wow.
My bowels.
Well, I will say this, $250 will go a long way in Syria. I'm sure Salah's like, sold.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that, Dill. Thank you, Glitter Quee. Right back at you. Hi, Nina. Nina Quee. Weird Barbie Quee. Here at Fry's. Everything I eat. Everything I eat. I tried having some plain oatmeal earlier. Maybe anything I eat, even sometimes when I drink water, it'll trigger some kind of reflex. I get stomach cramps right away. And
whenever Chantel goes missing off of the internet, she always comes back sick as a dog. So when you see her eating like crazy on camera, the donuts and the coffee and the hamburger helper and all the other McDonald's and all the shit that she's eating, we say this all the time. When she's not on camera, especially when she knows she's about to leave all of her favorite foods behind, she's going crazy. So much so that she's getting deathly sick. She's talking about like she can't even keep water down. Like if you're that bad off and you've got uncontrolled type 2 diarrhea from water, well, normally that means something like you either got the stomach bug or you got food poisoning. But for with Chantel, I don't think it's either of those things. I think it's just because she's already sick. She's got all these things wrong with her. And then she's not supposed to be eating all of these foods, and she's getting deathly ill right before she travels to Syria. Most people would panic if this was them, but not Chantel. She'll get through it. She'll suffer through. She'll get over it. She'll feel better, and she'll go right back to the same shit that made her sick to begin with. This is gonna be so bad up into the final days that she gets ready to travel.
Something's up with my bowels.
Something you will never hear me say on the internet. Something's up with my bowels. I'm going to save that conversation for me and my doctor.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that, Dill. Thank you, Glitter Quee. Right back at you. Hi, Nina. Nina Quee. Weird Barbie Quee. Here at Fry's. Everything I eat. Everything I eat. I tried having some plain oatmeal earlier. Maybe anything I eat, even sometimes when I drink water, it'll trigger some kind of reflex. I get stomach cramps right away, and I have to go to the bathroom. I feel like I should try to give my digestive system a rest. I just told my boyfriend I'm moving out, Lana Lou. Well,
yeah, exactly. Buckle up, Colin. If she would have created that bumper sticker and put that on that mobility scooter, that would have been fucking gold. But again, another missed opportunity for Cutie.
Of course, he's going to be upset, Lana Lou, but if you feel that this is the best for you, then don't let him guilt trip you. I saw Beck.
Is she off of the Ozempic? I would say that Chantel stopped taking the Ozempic because she wants to enjoy all of her foods before she leaves. I think she was taking it because she was trying to prove to Salah that she could lose a couple of pounds before she gunted off to Syria. And as soon as she got the green light and everything was set up and they had a plan or whatever, the Ozempic was out the window for sure. Hey, Zebra Corn. Good morning. I passed. I'm officially a telehealth crisis counselor. Yes, girl. Very different from my in-person nursing and learning. Something new at 55 and has been challenging. That is amazing. And congratulations to you.
For you.
I love to see it, Zebra Corn. And good luck on your journey, hun. And thank you for the support. Art says, imagine being on that plane and she shits her pants halfway across the Atlantic. Do you know that that's very, 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 very likely to happen? Then it's very likely that it's already happened in the past. Chantel's always had issues with her bowels and not being able to control herself and her eating before she even boards a plane. Can you imagine what it's going to be like now? Thoughts and prayers to the other passengers on that plane because holy uncontrolled type 2 diarrhea. Art, thank you for the support, hun. That is wild.
Because I saw strawberry.
Oh, but don't worry. She's going to stock up on the Imodium. But I think at the point that you're at, Chantel, I don't even think the Imodium is going to do anything for you.
In the chat say like that Beck was making some kind of thing on her community tab, and I saw like her art is kind of cute though. I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of good at art. Bells. You feel for her? Yeah, I feel for people like anyone who's going through a really bad time. It's not fun. Yeah, oh boy. So anyways, we're gonna go have a little chat, sit down and see. Yeah, the thing is,
as you watch her go around like this parking lot that she's in, like we always give her a hard time, like what kind of life is this? Can you imagine being 43 years old? She used to hate Beck so much, and now she's all like thoughts and prayers to Beck, blah 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 blah. Yeah, she's one of those. What kind of life of this is for a 42-year-old woman? Can you imagine doing this? And can you believe now, present day? Because I have a completely different perspective now. Like looking at this parking lot and seeing the Walmart right across the street from her apartment, which is literally directly across the street, is crazy that she can't walk over there and go shopping and things like that. But it's a pretty decent area for somebody, you know, especially when this person is giving it all up to go over to, unfortunately, a war-torn country. It's really wild to think about. She's got her freedom. She can go outside. She can get on her mobility scooter. She can understand the language. She can order food. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do. And all of that is about to be, you can't even say it's about to be taken away from her. She's willingly giving this shit up. Hey, Eula. There were, I think, 2 vids where Salah was walking through the town and was having this very awkward one-sided conversation with the watchers. What was the point? A last resort to make the community accept and love him. That whole, you know what? When Salah went live those couple of times on the couples channel was kind of very weird and bizarre. But going back to that time and seeing where we are now, I think that was when they had both decided that Chantel was going to come to Syria. So not only does Salah need to be re-welcomed into the community, because again, Chantel has accused Salah, not just Salah, but his family, of basically domestic violence and threatening to harm her. So he had to be welcomed back in. As much as Chantel claims that she needs to be welcomed back into his family, he also has to be welcomed back into her community. So that and testing the waters with the internet to see what they are going to be able to do as far as providing content when she gets there. But you know what? We might have to go back and revisit those videos. I stayed away from watching Salah because I didn't want to support that shit. So I missed a lot of it, but now seeing where we are, I need to go back and see a lot of the things that were said. Eulette, thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Duco, support group, something is up with my bowels. Talk to your doctor. I got no advice other than if it's the same reason as Chantel, hun, put the fork down. And thank you for the support.
The thing is that I feel like if you want to grow your channel, you have to be consistent and post like almost every day. Like you have to have like a consistent uploading, you know? Hey, Susie. But I don't, sadly, I'm sure some people, she has a following or a fan base of her own, but I think a lot of it is like due to Amber's following, if you catch my drift. Oh boy, what's this? Oh, there's some kind of gathering. What the fuck? Where are we gonna go?
No.
Following, if you catch
my... No. Look at how awkward she feels when she rose up. It looks like young adults, maybe even like teenagers or whatever. You can see this again. Foodie doesn't like, I know she makes jokes out of people looking at her and she's like, I don't care. Like they've never seen a morbidly obese woman on a mobility scooter. You don't see it very often, especially like normally me personally, if I see a death fat on a mobility scooter, it's usually the ones that they fit in. I can never say that I can pinpoint a time that I've seen a death fat oot in a boot on a very tiny mobility scooter. So no, you really don't see it very often. Okay. She is a sight to see. 1-ton woman. Those are one of many examples that Chantel has had to experience since she's been back in Canada. So she does have a point when she says things like, she always makes a point of saying, like, people aren't like that in the Middle East. They're not like that. They're not going to point and stare and say things like the 1-ton woman. And she's probably right. They're going to say it to where you can't hear, and they're going to talk about you behind your back. They're not going to make it very obvious. Whereas in Canada, she really is a sight to see. And a lot of motherfuckers aren't going to hold their tongue, and they're going to say whatever the fuck they want. And you can tell just by the way that her reaction was to seeing these young adults here that she felt very awkward about the situation. Hey, Be Like Water Baby. I have to believe that BG will not leave Canada. That aside, I'm beyond excited for her to make her way back to Syria. You think I'm the one going on the vacation? Me too, Be Like Water Baby. I'm excited to see how all of this plays out. I think a lot of questions will be answered once we see her in Syria. Obviously, number one, is BG going to make it there with her? Number two is, how often is Salah going to be staying with Chantel in this new housing situation? And where exactly is Chantel going? Is she going in some apartment? Is there really a family home? And to see Chantel struggle. I, for one, am very excited too. As soon as she confirmed that she was going back to Syria, yes, baby. Thank you for the support, hun. Rosie's last brain cell. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Love you too, girl.
I drift. Oh boy, what's this? Oh, there's some kind of gathering. What the fuck?
Bro, there's like 4 people. What is this? Some kind of gathering? It's a group of friends looking like they're going out and going somewhere. It doesn't necessarily look like a gathering, but she's so awkward and she's so embarrassed at herself. That's what we like to call around here, Chantel, a choice. You chose not only to get yourself in this position, but you choose to leave your apartment at 500 pounds and load up on a very tiny mobility scooter. Who wouldn't fucking look? And to be fair, they're not even looking yet. I'm sure they did, but they're not even looking. They're minding their own business. That's your own insecurities, ma'am.
This. Oh, there's some kind of gathering. What the fuck? Where are we going to go?
I want to go to Syria and be all alone in the middle of nowhere. Why does Chantel want to go to Syria and be all alone in the middle of nowhere? Isn't that sad to have ate yourself into a place that you don't even want to be seen in public? So not only do you want to live in the middle of nowhere, like we're not talking about in the middle of nowhere in Canada, we're talking about in the middle of nowhere in Syria. That is how embarrassed the Chantel is about herself. I thought the Chantel had all this self-esteem, and she thinks that she's prettier than 99.9% of people on YouTube. What happened to that? What happened to all that high self-esteem? What happened to that face card you had, Chantel? All of a sudden, it's all gone, and you give it away. You bring the receipts. Hey, Carrie, she's starting that baby talk and whining. It's going to be worse when she gets to her destination. It always gets worse. She always turns it up when she's around Salah. Remember that stream that they did together and they were like high-fiving and it looked like they were holding hands and shitting their diaper together? They're both really weird people. Carrie, thank you for the support, hun.
Not in front of the gym where people are working out. Well, fuck whatever. They don't own this place. I'm just gonna park here. Fuck it. Yeah. Like, anyways, so I decided to go live on here for tonight because what's the trash room? I feel like I'm the only one who owns this place. Why are you there? Hey, Windhammer. Yeah, I agree, Dill. Yeah, it's legal here though, so hold on, I'm just gonna put you here for minutes. Give me a second, guys. It's really windy here. I don't like that. Anyways.
Chantel's on Flick Bean says, someone said like a clown on a tricycle. That is very well said. That's exactly what she looks like. An obese, death fat clown on a tricycle. A sad clown at that. Thank you for the support, hun. Chantel is a sad, death fat clown.
So, I miss you guys too. So the reason that I'm going live on here tonight is because I was going to do a live in the morning and then do a long live on Kit tomorrow. Maybe from like 1 or noon or 1 till maybe like 10. 1 to 10.
It's so funny to me that Chantel really considers noon or 1 being early. Like, girl, you are 42 years old. It's not like you're working the graveyard shift. You can't roll your ass out of bed at a decent hour, like 6, 7, 8 o'clock, like the rest of the fucking world, and get yourself up so you can do yourself an all-day stream so you can make your kick money so you can travel to Syria. 1 or noon, that's early to her. And it's like that for Rosie too. All of the death fats, they have the same schedule. Stay up all night eating and sleep all day.
10, but I don't want to, like, I was going to do it in the morning, so instead I'll do my YouTube now.
Ma'am, 1 o'clock in the afternoon is exactly that. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's not in the morning.
Yeah, man, we got to stream long hours to make a living. Just like you guys, I didn't make the Bubba Ganoush yet. Just like you guys, you know, or people who go to any other job, work 8 hours or more. Yeah. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me. It's taken me a long time to get organized. I crossed a few things off my list today, though.
Hey, Gladders.
That I have to do. But we have to go through all my stuff. Like, I have to make a cleaning schedule and everything. Like, I made a doctor's appointment because I need to get referred to a free sleep lab before I leave. I need a new CPAP.
So she's going to try to snag herself a new CPAP, which would be smart. Her taking that old ass 7-year-old, how many years, Cancer Warrior? She's had that thing for like 6, 7 years at this point, and they're only good for so long. That would be in her best interest to get that CPAP machine replaced. And as you've heard her say, she hasn't even made the appointment to have that done. I don't know if she's going to be able to do that before she goes off to Syria. Here's one thing I can tell you. She's still talking about the rental car, and we kind of talked about that yesterday. And she claims that she's going to rent the car twice. She's going to rent the car and she's going to stick to the original plan, hanging out with her aunt, getting things done, yada, yada, yada. And then she's going to rent the car again. And that's when she's going to gunt off to the airport. No. And why? You think Chantel is going to take $300 or how much it's ever going to cost and rent a car twice? So pay about $600, whatever it's going to cost her when she needs money to get to Syria? No. When you see Chantel in that rental car, no matter how many times she tells you, oh, I'm not leaving yet. I'm not leaving. I'm hanging out with my aunt. We're doing beezing activity. We're going to do fall activities. We're going to enjoy all this time together before I have to leave. No, I'm going to rent a car again. When you see Chantel in the rental car, whenever that is, whenever that happens, just know it's go time. That is when Chantel will be traveling. I do not see her paying to rent a car twice. If she gets the rental car, she'll probably get it a few days before it's time for her to go. She'll, do whatever she needs to do for her apartment. She'll do whatever shopping she has to do, get her little gifts for the family, whatever she's going to do. And then she's going to use that car to travel to the airport because she's not going to an airport that's close to her. And somebody in chat might know. I'm not sure, but I think it's like an hour away or something. Hey, Sassy Shelly. Good morning, girls. Today is Sinatra's birthday. Can we get the birthday song for Mr. Sin? Yes, absolutely, girl. Congratulations, Sinatra, on making it another year. Happy birthday to you, hon. Roll the song, baby. Oh, yeah. And I know you're going to spoil your man, Shelly. And thank you guys for the support so much. I hope he has an amazing birthday, hun.
And I have a lot to do, like organization and telling my bank that I'm traveling. Hey, Skeetle D, canceling my internet. Oh my God, the internet guy is so dumb. No, Lavina. Well, if it takes a few months, I'm going to ask the doctor to ask for a rush because I'm leaving. If not, then I guess I don't know what to say. Crock pot in the luggage. No.
You get all the grunts, Sinatra says. Happy birthday, hun.
If I can't sell it for like $20 or something, I'll just put it down. Crock pot in the luggage. No. If I can't sell it for like $20 or something, I'll just put it downstairs or out to the,
Why don't you give the crock pot to your family? You have family members that are there in Canada. You mean to tell me that all of your family members have crock pots? Maybe, right? But who doesn't love a backup crock pot? God knows I do. Okay, when things get a little crazy and we're cooking for a lot of people, I'll run two of them bitches at once. Why would you not just give that to your family, your sister, your aunt, your mom, whoever? Maybe didn't you claim to have a really good friend in Canada that you never told us about? Or what about Squeaky? Give it to Squeaky. Hell, I'm gonna sell it for $20. You would. Yes, exactly, cat lady. What about Pete's?
Just think of all of the olives. And my cat BG is coming with me.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Big Mama. We'll see. You know what? Let's do a poll because I'm curious where the community stands on this as of right now. I think we've already done this, but it's okay. Will BG make it to Syria? Let's just do yes or no. Incoming.
Oh my god, Glitter Queen, what an amazing thing. Oh, you gotta tell us all about her. What are you gonna name her?
Bitch, I'm dead. Memphis. Hold on. Pete's will use that crock pot as a hot tub for his My Little Ponies.
Is it male or female? Papa, don't breathe. I'm in trouble. Hey, Nutmeg.
That was funny.
No way, Happy Joyce. It's so expensive. Forget it. Can I request a hot buffalo wing mukbang? I don't think so, Crusty Starfish. The reason is my stomach is all kinds of messed up. Like, worse than ever. I've been to the bathroom 9 times already today, and I'm weak.
Her stomach is worse than ever. Do you know how bad that has to be? Do you know how many times Chantel has told us how sick that she's been from her diarrhea? And today is worse than it's ever been. Girl, what did you eat? How many large pizzas and New York fry orders did you have? What did you do to yourself? That's what I want to know. How did you get to this point?
I gotta get seen. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Vero. Hey, Miss Dad. So this idiot, I'm sorry, but I was really nice and really patient with this guy on the phone when I called to have my internet disconnected for when I'm leaving.
That's another thing about this internet story. And I could be completely just reading too much into it. But normally in like big buildings like this, doesn't the internet, because there's so many like people that are there having all kinds of different internet connection, doesn't it become too much? Like from my experience, and again, it could be different in all different, countries and situations and whatever. But normally they like to keep it real nice and tight. And also like whoever owns the building, they get like a sweet deal with the internet. My point is a lot of times in like these apartment buildings and high-rise buildings and things like that, the internet is usually included. And they don't bother with allowing the tenants to have different internet connections. Like they just want it to be one company that they deal with. And again, she could be telling the truth, but it's also important to keep that in mind. She's in a high-rise building. Could you imagine if this person had T-Mobile, that person has Spectrum, this person has AT&T? It just seems like a lot when you're talking about a high-rise building. But maybe that's the case, and that's how they operate over there.
The soup was not that good. I'm not going to eat the rest.
But always remember, and the reason why I even bring this up as a talking point is that Chantel is always trying to do anything to keep from telling the truth and to keep up her duper's delight. Would she go as far as to tell a stupid story about disconnecting her internet to try to throw people off of her scent? She would. She would. Oh, Sammy says not here in NYC. It's not always included. We have different routers and companies, which could be the same for her too. It absolutely could be the same for her, but it could be also a situation to where they want to keep it within one company. The Auntie M channel, thank you so much for gifting 10 the YouTube Underground memberships, girl. Let's see who got them. Mad Maddie, Fat Daddy Slim, Blondie, Miss DJ, DK, Stoned, Rich. Oh shit, hold on. Ennis, Foodith, Foodith, welcome. Mike Stevens. Did I get everybody? I think I did. Welcome, welcome, all new members. A word from our sponsor. Pickle, go ahead.
Your brain may feel low today,
Yes.
but tomorrow is a whole new day, and you'll be a whole new pickle.
If your brine feels low today, ladies and gentlemen, just wait for tomorrow and you'll feel like a brand new pickle. Thank you for that inspiration, Pickle. The NTM channel, thank you so much for gifting 10 the YouTube Underground memberships. And please, all new members, feel free to use your custom emojis in the chat. Thank you, girl.
Anyways, this guy, I go to the cancellation team, and you know how they have to try to like retain you, like customer retention.
And another thing, like this story is so dumb. We all know this is how it works when you call to disconnect anything, whether it be like your phone, your internet. Even if you tell these motherfuckers, yeah, look, I'm moving out of the country. Well, what about your cousin? Do they need internet? Tell them we'll give them $150 off of their first bill. This is typical. So the fact that she even brought this as a talking point, and again, Chantel needs something to talk about. I get that too. But don't forget that she's always trying to throw off her scent. Half Pint says that was oddly comforting of Pickle. It really was, Half Pint. Some of us needed that message today. Half Pint, thank you for the support, and I agree 1,000,000%. What'd she say?
Thanks, Susie.
No.
Well, that plays a part in it.
No. That's not the same, babe. That person is over in cigarettes community. Different person.
Amy, for sure. But this is worse than ever. And it's no matter what I do, water, anything in my stomach. Hey, Marsha. So anyway, this guy, I answer the phone. He answers the phone, and then I tell him I'm leaving the country. I'm leaving the country. So then he's like, maybe it is. Yeah, maybe. Then, so he's like, okay, I'll put your cancellation in for the date that you said. But just before I go, do you have any friends or friends? So I'm like, no, I have no friends and no family. Everyone I know, no, that you could pass the service on to. So he's like, okay. Then he goes, I'll put you on hold. I'll process your request. He comes back. Yes, thank you for holding. I just wanted to offer you, for my manager's approval, $150 credit if you keep your account. I'm like, why would I keep my account in an empty apartment with just internet for no reason? I'm like, I'm leaving the country. And he's like, okay, no problem. Yeah. Puts me on hold again. Comes back a third. I'm not even joking. Hey, Kens. A third. Uh-oh, green poopy. A third time.
You don't get out very often, do you, Chantel? Sassy Cat says Foodie Beauty has always struggled getting through the airport, but now she has $500 with a carry-on bag, an extra bag, a cat carrier with an anxiety-ridden cat, and probably a big gulp getting through the airport. Nah, not happening. Sassy Cat, exactly. She's already got a plan for that cat, in my opinion, but we'll see. Thank you for the super chat, hun.
Hey, Django. I would love that, yes. Sometimes I watch colonoscopy fart compilations. Anyway, fuck. Really, Nina? It's annoying.
That's fucking wild. I think that I'm a sicko because, and it always happens late at night, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. Like if I'm laying in bed and Sam's already went to sleep and I'm scrolling the TikTok-y or whatever, the pimple popping, and I'll even give you one better. The earwax removal videos, they get me every time. They pull me in. But I think I'm going to have to pull the plug at fart compilation videos. Okay, though. I'm not surprised that is somebody in Chantel's community. It totally makes sense. Yes, the earwax ones are great.
I'm like, I'm leaving the country. And he's like, okay, no problem. Yeah. Puts me on hold again. Comes back a third. I'm not even joking. Hey, Kens.
Sometimes I find myself wanting like just a big pimple somewhere on my body so I can feel what that feels like. Cause I know when the ones that really, really do it are like the ingrown hairs or whatever. So they look like blackheads and then they pop them and all these hairs pop out. And I'm like, man, that must have felt amazing. That had to feel so good. Or when they get those big chunks of wax out of the ears, I'm like, you can hear colors now. I almost wish I knew what that shit was like. It's great.
A third.
Oh, they won't let me. I've tried, Zenny. I've tried. They won't let me. Like if they get a pimple or something like that, they allow me nowhere near it. I'm like, let me do it. Listen, I'm a professional. Let me take care of it. Nope. Trust me. I've tried a million times.
A third time. Hey, Django. I would love that, yes. Sometimes I watch colonoscopy fart compilations. Anyway, fuck. Really, Nina? It's annoying. Yes. That's basically, if you can pass the service on to anyone else, we'll give you a whole month free plus $100 credit on the bill.
I'm trying to see who said that in her chat, or did she say that? Hold on, we're on top chat. I don't know why the chat's so small over here. Damn it.
Said, I don't.
Let's see. How was the soup last night? She didn't respond to that. It's obvious because she didn't eat the soup. She ate a lot of other shit besides the soup. Was it Django? I don't know. Anyways, I just want to see what sicko that was over there.
Fuck, what part of no? The N or the O? Like, what? Every single person has internet. Why would somebody, random person, want the internet? Say, hey, would you like an extra internet for no reason?
Platt Turner says she's not going to check on her stomach due to the reminder of her rapid failing health. Denial is her best friend. Oh, I agree. She's not going to go to the doctor for any kind of checkup before she goes to Syria. I do think that I will give her this. If she would be smart to do it, but again, that's a Chantel. She's not very smart motherfucker, is she? No, she's not. But she might try to get herself a CPAP, but she's not going in for any kind of about her diabetes or her stomach issues or her liver issues or her lung issues or her skin issues. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. No, absolutely not. No, she wants out of there and she wants to forget that her health is as bad as it is as fast as she can until she has to go to a healthcare provider in Syria. And that's going to be amazing. Thank you for the support, hun. They scratched their entire body? What does that mean?
Fuck, man. Yeah, I know. Right? It's annoying. Anyways, I know he's just doing what he has to do, so I'm not mad at him. But anyways, I took a deep breath and I was like, no. So then I did that. That took a million hours. Yeah, it's their policy. I worked in customer service. They monitor your calls and they make you push and push. Pause, right? My cat BG is coming with me.
Are you telling me, Sticky Caramel, that she's done got herself a little country accent over there? Oh, I love it. Canadian country accent. More of that, please, Chantel.
Anyway.
That'll do it for me, sweetheart.
He's trying to upsell Amy. Upsell a cancellation.
You know those boils that they pop on the cows and stuff like that? Oh, man, those are fucking crazy. I used to watch that shit on I was gonna say Dr. Now. That's not the name of it. What's that vet show with that old dude on it and his son and his wife? And it's in a trailer. They're in Michigan. I used to watch that shit all the time and they used to do it on there. But now you can just see it on TikTok and they zoom in and they make it the entire portion of the video. It's great.
Oh, I don't want $100 off my bill because I don't want a bill.
Dr. Pohl, yes, thank you.
Because I'm not even going to be in this country. I don't think of all of the olives. Anyways. Hey, Melissa. Anyways, then I had this awful nightmare last night. It was so real. I was in another country.
Hey, 10KD, look at Chantel. Look, she's even having dreams of what's going to happen when she gets to Syria. Listen to this stupid dream. Normally, I would skip through a Chantel dream because that shit sucks. But listen to what the fuck she says.
Alone, but with this group. I don't know who they were, but we were living in this big mansion. And I remember grabbing my phone and thinking, I haven't heard from Salah in a while. Grab my phone. For some reason, I have to contact him on Instagram. I open the Instagram. I'm looking through my contacts for him, and I can't find him. And I'm like, please. I was like, he blocked me. Oh my God. So then I woke up, checked my phone right away, see a message from him on WhatsApp, and it said, I miss you so much. And then how are you? Good morning. So then I replied when I woke up, and I was.
Are you listening to the message that she woke up to, though? Listen to how she says that. I woke up to a message that said, good morning. How are you? Yeah, that totally sounded realistic, didn't it? Tins Wastakram says, worked as a butcher as one of my jobs, and abscess stinks. Wash your meat before you cook it. Yes, they talk about the smell and how bad it is. Even when people have them and they cut them open and then they drain them, they're supposed to smell really bad. On your meat, huh? Thank you for your support, Chin's Wasta Crimes. On taco night of all nights. It's fine. It's totally gonna be fine. I'm still gonna eat them tacos, baby.
So then I woke up. Checked my phone right away.
Oh yeah, by the way, babe, we're gonna make tacos tonight.
See a message from him on WhatsApp, and it said, "I miss you so much." And then like, "How are you? Good morning." So then I replied.
I woke up to a message said, "Missed you so much," and how are you?
So then I woke up. Checked my phone right away. See a message from him on WhatsApp, and it said, "I miss you so much." And then like, "How are you? Good morning." So then I replied when I woke up, and I told him about my dream, and he's like, "See?" And then you woke up, and what did you find? A huge "I miss you." But don't you find like dreams are sometimes too real, and they just really fuck with your head?
Taco
Okay,
Wednesday.
That was a premonition. It felt weird being blocked in the dream. Thank you, Marsha. Thank you. No, that's why it's important to me to keep independence, like no matter who I'm with, because you never know if a relationship is going to be forever. And at least if I'm self-sufficient, I can walk away anytime I want.
That's interesting that you make that point, Chantel, right? That you're self-sufficient and you can walk away anytime that you want. Notice how she's smart and she realizes that she needs to make sure that if things go bad and something happens, which we've seen what happened in the past when she needed to depend on her family or her community in order to get away from Salah and Syria, she had to ask other people for money. But that's not my point. She wants to be the person who's self-sufficient in the relationship, but she wants somebody to be in a quote unquote relationship with her that is completely dependent on her. It basically makes her the shot caller. Like, as much as she wants to get her out here and say that her husband controls everything and she loves a man who just takes charge, that's just not the truth of the situation. Like, she puts herself to make sure that they are dependent on her so she can basically set the rules in place of what can and can't happen as long as they're together. Every single time we see the same thing happen, and it's happening right now. The only reason that Salah is allowing Chantal to come back to Syria is because he's a broke motherfucker and he's desperate. And I kind of get it, seeing as he's in Syria and everything. And I can even see his family allowing it because, again, they're in Syria and they are struggling. So it's considered an opportunity. But boy, oh boy, it's called financial abuse, Chantal.
Oh, that's the worst, Marsha. That is so painful. Or no, pause. Yeah, that happened to me too. Yeah, you think about it all day. I'm always the one that does the blocking. Now I know how he feels. I kept having dreams about getting into car accidents and then now.
Look, dog, I feel what you're saying. And I think at some point she did, right? Like, I think Salah put his foot down for a while. Like, he wanted to see what was going to happen. Her in Canada, him in Syria, to see if he could get whatever he could and then have Chantal in Canada and not have to deal with her in Syria. And then she made it worse when she said all that stuff about Salah and his family, especially on the internet. But then again, times are hard. He's very desperate. So little by little, Chantal was able to put herself back in the same position that she was in at the very beginning. He gave in.
Oh, shoot.
This is the result. What we are seeing and experiencing happening right in front of our eyes is Salah giving in to Chantal's demand. Now, of course, there are rules set in place and there's things that he's making, like, you can't come to my house. You can't come here. You have to go somewhere else. Like, you can't talk about my family. You can't do this, but still, he's still giving her way. He's still allowing her to come back to Syria.
That's crazy, Ray Ray. Sometimes dreams can be premonitions, you know? I hope you don't mind the trees just for a few more minutes. How does the song go? I forget about the olives. All of the wonderful olives. Lavender teas. We're just hanging out. Anyways, I have a story about BG. Oh my gosh, this cat is unreal. I'm hearing all kinds of ruckus, like all kinds of ruckus. All of you forever. I like that. All of the delicious olives. So I'll listen to it. He's like, why just olives, Yanni? With a laughy face. I'm like, it's just a joke.
I mean, no, there's a reason for it. Play it.
Oh my gosh, this cat is unreal. I'm hearing all kinds of ruckus, like all kinds of ruckus. All of you forever. I like that. All of the delicious olives.
Spiteful bitch says she wants him financially dependent on her while she relies on him for everything else: food, shelter, water, maid service for money. Exactly. It's the same thing that everybody has been saying for so many years. It's a business partnership. However you want to say that. That's even more so now. Even more so now, I feel like them trying to pretend like this is a marriage or whatever is starting to kind of go away. And it's being presented as more of a business agreement than anything. Listen to everything that's being said. He's only going to be there a couple of days a week. He's not going to be living there. And then she even jokes about another wife and things like that. They're not even really fighting that hard to convince people. She is, but not so much him. Spiteful bitch, thank you for the support, hun.
So I'll listen to it. He's like, why just the olives, Yanni? With a laughy face. I'm like, that's just a joke.
Because she's dunking on your country. She's basically making a joke of Syria. She's coming over there with her Canadian money. She's going to Syria, and the only thing that she's basically claiming that Syria has to offer for her is olives. She's laughing at you. She's laughing at Syria. She thinks she's better than everybody in Syria because she's got her Canadian money. She could have $50 and consider herself in a way better position than everybody else in Syria.
Okay, so BG, she get up, go look at what she's doing. She went in the recycle bag, which I leave, I don't tie a knot in because it's so big that I can fill it, you know, I can fill it a lot more before I throw it out. Well, I'm gonna have to throw it out because she went in the recycle bag to get her Mr. G box out of it. And she fucking dragged.
Hey, dum-dum, you might need your microphone. Bex says, I still want to believe he's doing this for revenge of everything she's done to him, almost holding her to task in the country where she will not be in charge. I hope. I don't think that. Obviously, Salah feels a lot differently about Chantel than he did when they first met. Like, he got to see the real, true Chantel, like who she is, what she's willing to say and do to people if they cross her path. Like, he hasn't forgot. The revenge is not going to be what a lot of people think it's going to be, where he's going to haul her off to the desert and he's going to leave her there. He's going to milk every single fucking penny he can out of Chantel. He's already started it. Like, the revenge is not giving Chantel what she wants, and what she wants is his happy home in the Middle East and, you know, just him and her and the cats or whatever. He's not giving her any of that. He's not going to be staying the night there. She's going to be pissed. She's going to be bitching. He's probably not even going to show up as often as it's going to be long and drawn out, is my point. It is going to be revenge, but it's going to be delivered completely different than what a lot of people think. You just got to wait and watch. But he is going to suck her fucking dry. And then if something happens to her money and she no longer can pay whatever he's charging her to live in Syria, I don't think that he'll do anything to Chantel. I think really honestly what Salah will do for like the end game, he'll just walk away. What the fuck are you going to do? He doesn't owe her anything. They're not related. They're not married. Listen, I was just helping this foreigner out. She wanted to come to Syria and live here, so I helped get her set up. I owe her nothing. So if she can't pay her dues and if she doesn't know how to take care of herself, that's not my problem. She'll have to figure it the fuck out. He'll just disappear. That's what it's going to be. That's how it'll all end up if we even get to that point. If she even makes it to that point.
Mr. G out of the bag. So now I have to leave a raggedy ass old dirty fucking pizza box in the middle of my floor just to make her happy until I can throw out all the rest of the recycle. You knew it? Yes. She got her Mr. Chi box. It's true, Vero.
And that's another reason that I don't think Salah is going to put Chantel up into a family home. So we're supposed to believe. Here's what we know that I think that we can all agree on, right? Is Scar in here? Hey, Scar. Do we all believe that the family, the women of the family went with them when Chantel was leaving Syria and actually made sure that I think with the reaction that Chantel gave, I feel like it's very believable. I'll believe that 100%. that the family went with them and made sure that the divorce papers or whatever it was signed and the hands were clean of Chantel. So if we believe that, why would we believe that Salah is bringing Chantel back to Syria to set her up in a family home? That's why I'm definitely not believing that wherever Chantel goes has anything to do with Salah's family. They're not going to let her live in a family property. She completely blew that whole situation out of the water when she was there. Wherever she goes, and I believe it's going to be some kind of apartment, it's going to have nothing to do with his family whatsoever. That wouldn't make any sense. He doesn't want his family anywhere near this Canadian mess. He doesn't want them to have anything to do with it. He wants to keep Chantel away from his family. He wants to bring her there, milk her dry, get everything he can for him and his family. And when all that's said and done, you figure out how you're getting home. He will get Chantel to Syria. But even like, let's say Chantel doesn't lose her social media, because a lot of people have speculated that she can't make money on Kick when she's there. And if she forgets the VPN, then she's fucked as far as YouTube is concerned too. But let's say she doesn't lose the YouTube and she somehow manages to make money on Kick. Let's entertain that, right? Well, she's still going to have her meltdowns. Eventually, we're going to circle back around to where we were almost a year ago, where she wants to go the fuck away. She doesn't want to be in Syria. He's not spending enough time with her. He's not feeding her enough. She wants out. The last time, she was very lucky. Salah got her out of Syria. Without Salah, Chantel getting out of Syria is going to be very fucking difficult. How would she manage to do it? I don't know. So I think this time around, he's not going to be nice about it. He's not going to, because he had no choice the last time. Like, even before Chantel had left Syria, she was already saying stuff about his family. She said it there. If anything happens to me, it was them. She was already talking mad shit about his family, but Salah had no choice but to make sure that Chantel got the fuck out of the country. His whole family knew all about her. He needed to clean up that mess. This time around, it's not going to be the same. That's going to be the revenge, and he's already got that planned. And I know Salah's a dumb fuck too, so I'm not trying to give him a whole lot of credit, but that is good. If she comes back over here and she shows her ass and she starts talking about my family, calling us inbreds, doing any of this shit, he's just going to go away. He's not going to be nice and make sure that you make it safely back to Canada, because it ain't just like she goes to an airport in Syria, she gets on a plane and she's off. Like, there's a whole process. There's a drive. There's not an airport there. She has to drive like 2 hours to go somewhere else to get on an airplane. Who do you think took care of all that? Salah. So if she goes off the deep end again, and she will, she's fucked big time. Charlotte says, blaming the pizza boxes on BG. Number one, why do you still have all of that trash? That means when she said that, Charlotte, when she talked about BG getting inside of the trash bags and digging out the pizza box so she could chew it up again, all of that food that she threw away, which we already knew this, the hamburger helper, her leftovers, everything is still rotting and setting and simmering inside of that apartment. It's disgusting. Thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Baba Booey. It sucks I haven't been around as much, but still waiting. #win. Exactly. And again, we're never going to stop waiting. Much love, Yaba and Sam. Love you too, girl. And thank you for being a member for 25 months. Appreciate you. He can make millions of Syrian dollars from her. Oh, agreed.
He's obsessed, Samantha. Like, what's going on? Can you, Jimmy, Mr. Rogers' neighborhood? Oh, that would be so cool. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Ew. It's never a good day for a neighbor. Positive J, she did. She's so smart. I was wondering, she thought at it a few times during the, earlier, and I thought, you know what? Right, Lavina? Oh, I'm just seeing you now. Yes, can I help you? So she was like pawing at the bag, and I was like, stop it. What do you want, you know? Right, Samantha?
Why do you keep bags of trash in your apartment with or without animals there, cutie? But the fact that you have a kitten in your home that likes to play in your trash and tear up and chew up cardboard boxes, why haven't you taken those to your dumpster that is right there? You act like this is normal behavior for people to do, to have bags and bags and bags of trash in their home. It's not, girl. I can't even imagine having one. A trash bag is not in my home unless it's in a trash can. And a trash bag is not in my trash can that's full neither. As soon as that trash is full, it's out the fucking door. This shit doesn't make no sense. Half Pint says, imagine being such a disaster of a person that you get dumped by your romance scammer. It's crazy, Half Pint, but I'm telling you, this time around is going to be so much more different. So much. Maybe that's why we had to suffer through all of this boring content that was Canada. We really thought like this was going to be the next big arc for Chantel. Like we were fucking geared up for some great content. And then what happened? That was trash. It was some of the worst content that we've ever consumed. Watching Chantel together was trash. There's no other way to describe it. But maybe we had to suffer through that to get to what's about to happen in Syria. Have fun. Thank you for the support, hun. Shady says if he ever gets a life insurance policy on, and you know, people talk about the life insurance policy thing. Number one, I don't think Chantel would allow it. I don't think that she would allow it. And I don't think that he can. Again, I don't know how things like that work. You know, when people are in two different countries and she's over in Syria and he's in Syria, what kind of insurance policy they could get on each other. So I would say no. But yes, if he could, yeah, well, good luck with that, Chantel. And thank you for the support, hun. Shouldn't she be leash training the cat? She's too fucking lazy to prepare. Oh, you know what? Kiwi girl, I forgot all about that. It's so funny that you say that. Like we've been doing a lot of talk about what's going to happen to BG and where she's going to end up. What happened to this talk about you leash training the cat? Ever since she brought that up, she hasn't talked about it again. Again, another reason I don't think that she has any intentions. She's not even trying to take that cat with her. She just wants her people to think that she's taking BG with her.
Oh, working in public, yeah, when you're antisocial is hard. Really, Shannon? That's so cute. Oh, yeah. I forgot, I think. Well, hey, Hatice. Nice to see you.
So is tomorrow today? So today she should be, when she goes live, she should be leash training BG. And again, as I said earlier, even if she shows up with the cat carrier, even if she shows up with the playpen, even if she shows up with a leash and a harness, don't think for a second that that necessarily means that the cat is going with her. Duper's Delight is Chantel's middle name.
Yeah, what did you? Somebody said you were blocked for a reason, but I don't know.
Oh, they're joking. It's always tomorrow. Yes. I'm sorry. I fell for that one. It's kind of like the Tracy joke that you all like to do. Read my comment.
Let me look into it. I'm too brain dead right now. Oh, thank you whoever sent those jewel gifts there. Yeah, I know, right, Shannon? So yeah, now I'm not going to do my live tomorrow morning on here. I'll just do my long pick stream, I guess. Yeah, somebody said you called me, said I was starving my cat or something. Hey, Annie. At 1 p.m. probably, Nina, yeah.
Foodie, you're the one who came online and said that BG needed to lose weight so you wouldn't have to pay for like, and I don't know, your ticket was going to be more expensive. She had to be a certain weight, so you didn't have to pay more. You told people that. You knew what you were doing. You told people that too. You were rage baiting the community as you love to do. Carlotta says, I at least trained 2 of my cats. I started with the body harness first and letting them wear that and then worked up to a leash. She has no idea. Foodie of all people should not be leash training a cat. Bitch, I don't even think I would leash train my cat. I'd be too terrified. I would come up with every scenario in my head that cat was going to escape from that harness, run up a tree, never to be seen again. And I couldn't live with myself. But Foodie of all people, hell no. Hell no. And what do you think? So she gets BG to Syria and they let the cats go outside and roam around. You want me to believe that Chantel in Syria is going to go out with a leash and a harness and walk BG around? On what planet? You can't even walk to your sink. You can't stand to wash your dishes, but you're going to take your cat outside on a leash. Yeah, okay. Carlotta, thank you for the support. It sounds good though, right, Chantel? It all sounds good. Everything sounds good to her. Like all of these ideas and stories that she comes up with in her Funkle brain, they all sound really good to her. She's going to start a diet here. She's going to start doing preparing to walk. She's going to quit doing weed. She's going to have a farm in Syria, and they're going to have a garden, and it all sounds great, right? But that's as far as it ever goes.
My cat BG is coming with me.
Your cat got away a few times when you would walk them? See, no, dude, I'd have a heart attack. Throw myself out in front of a car trying to save it from getting ran over. No way. I have a heart attack because our neighbor's dog is always getting out. They have a little Yorkie, and that motherfucker is fast. Like as soon as they open up the door, they got a darter, and that motherfucker just takes off. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God. So I've got my boys out in the street trying to catch the dog. We're all trying to get around the dog to make sure they can. No, that's what nightmares are made of when you got an animal that likes to dart out the door. More or less a leash, and you're out in the middle of God knows where. They don't even know where they're at.
I'm doing something. But I'm going to turn the camera in a few minutes, okay?
Right, Nina Cat?
I don't know if Kick works in Syria. Hi, Casey. Like, it might happen that I will be able to stream, but I probably won't be able to be paid from Kick. Like...
Okay, hold on. This is her talking about her Kick.
If Kick works in Syria. Hi, Casey. Like, it might happen that I will be able to stream, but I probably won't be able to be paid from Kick.
So she says, it might happen that I'll be able to stream on Kick when I'm in Syria, but I probably won't be able to access my money. So she's saying the same thing that she said the other day. Hey, Ash. I've never seen someone plan so much and do nothing. That has been the show that we've been watching since Chantel has been on YouTube. Lots of planning and going through with absolutely zero of it. The only thing that she's went through with, which I guess you give her credit for, she actually went to Kuwait. Salah actually existed. Dishwasher was real. Like when she said she was on these dating apps and she was dating someone or something like that. Like, I'll give her credit. There have been a few things, but the majority of it has been all just talk and no action. Ash, thank you for the support, hun.
Like, so it'll just accumulate. And then whenever I get back to a different country, maybe I'll get my money.
And maybe when I get back to a different country, this is a woman who has said a million times. Remember when she got demonetized off of YouTube? Everybody was like, yeah, just because you lost your monetization, you still need to upload content. She was like, over my dead body. I'm not doing and uploading content for free on YouTube. If I don't get paid for my hard work and my effort, then I'm not going to upload any content on YouTube. That channel can just die off, which is exactly what happened. See, if something like that happens, you need to continue to upload content. That way you don't lose a lot of momentum on your channel. Like you're still dependent on uploading content as much as you possibly can, whether or not you're getting paid for it. So you want me to believe that you're not even sure if you're going to get paid for Kick streams, but you're still going to stream anyways? Right. Okay.
Syria. Hi, Casey. Like, it might happen that I will be able to stream, but I probably won't be able to be paid from Kick. Like, so it'll just accumulate. And then whenever I get back to a different country, maybe I'll get my money. Also, if anybody, I'll have to announce this later, but some people
I'll have to announce this later. So I'm looking forward to a community post from Chantel when she says something along the lines like, I've had a lot of people reach out recently who want to support mine and BG's travels to Syria, and they've offered financial help. So if you guys are part of those people and you would like to support not only just my moving to Syria, but also the cat that the community loves so much, send money now before I take off and I leave Canada. You guys want to make sure that Me and BG can access these funds. Send money to my PayPal immediately. That's the community post that's coming, I would say, in the next couple of days, if not today. Chin's Wasta Crime says she needs 8K watch hours for 2026 or she will be demonetized in 2027. Yes, they are changing a lot when it comes to monetization on YouTube. That's very true. Chin's Wasta Crimes, thank you for the information and the support, girl. Hey, Krabby Joe. Adopted a third dog 2 days ago because its owner, my bestie in first grade, is sick and could not care for her. Aw, it's a mini corgi and chihuahua. It won't stop crapping everywhere. Pray for my house. Be very patient, especially with small dogs, Krabby Joe. And the best advice I can give to you that I learned from having my 3 dogs, and especially the poodle, has been the hardest. The poodle has been the absolute hardest to potty break, to potty train, and we're still working on it. Like, he's gotten a lot better at it. You have to constantly in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. It never stops. Luckily for me, we have like a lot of people in our house that can help out with that, but you have to constantly enforce outside, potty, outside, treats, however that works, and it'll happen. You just got to be patient, especially with the smaller dogs. It's a thing. And good for you, girl. That was so nice of you. And thank you for being a member for 52 months.
But I probably won't be able to be paid from Kick. Like, so it'll just accumulate. And then whenever I get back to a different country, maybe I'll get my money. Also, if anybody, I'll have to announce this later, but some people like support me on PayPal. And it'll have to be before I go to Syria, because I'm not saying anyone has to send anything, but I'm just saying if you do, it has to be before Syria. So, yeah.
The way she's trying to present this, though, like, I'm not going to have access to my money. You think, let's say Nina was feeling super generous and she was like, I can't do anything right now, Chantel. I just don't have it. But like in November, I'm gonna hook you up, girl. And then I guess when you get it, right? But it's gonna be a very generous donation. I'm gonna send you $2,000. It's gonna be waiting in your PayPal. You want me to believe that Chantel and Salah are not going to find a way to go collect the funds? $2,000 donation from the one, the only Nina, so they can have that money in Syria? Why does she think that we believe the things that she's telling us? The reason that she's telling people now, like she really wants the donations now, is because she's fucking broke and she really is leaving the fucking country and she needs every single dollar that she can get before she leaves. The better now, then, the more she gets now, the easier this shit is going to be for her. There is no plan. Like, all of this happened, and Chantel probably in her head knew that this shit was going to happen and still didn't plan for this shit. She hasn't been like tucking money away, which I thought maybe she would, but again, it's Chantel. She's been eating that money, so she needs all that she can get right now. Not that she can't access it.
I'm just taking precautions. Why is it like this? Hold on, okay? Yeah. Thank you, Lavender. I love you guys too. I love Beezers. What? What is this? Hi. So,
oh shit, I forgot about the poll. Let's end this shit. Damn, we had over 1,000 votes. Will BG make it to Syria? 86% say no and 14% say yes. I'm going to go with no. I'm going to go with no, but I'm leaving it open for a possibility. But I'm telling you, I don't see it. And the main reason is money. But, it is Chantel and she does want to take BG out of spite. I agree. But I'm still going to go with no. Thank you for your participation. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah. I might be able to stream because Salah can go in the chat sometimes, but sometimes no, so I'm not sure.
I don't know what Salah being able to go in chat has anything to do with you being able to stream while you're in Syria. Doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Shelly Ray says, of all the dogs I've ever had, my poodle also has been challenging with all that too, but he has the worst anxiety. But I understand anxiety, so we understand each other. You know what? Our poodle has severe separation anxiety. Like if we leave the house and come back, you would think that dog, like we're talking like 10 minutes, maybe an hour, whatever the case may be, that dog hadn't seen us in like 2 months. He screeches and he howls and he growls and he bites. It's a whole thing. Like I think that's like a big trait of poodles is that they suffer with social anxiety. So we like to make sure a kid or somebody is going to be at home with the dog. And we found ourselves, if we know that the dog is home, like Harlow and Jack, they're fine. They don't give a shit. They're good. But the poodle, he does not like being by himself, even though he has other dogs there. Like he is very, very, very attached to us. Shelly Ray, thank you for the support, hon. But again, I do love poodles, man.
I banned someone for saying New York fries uses. No, did I ban someone for that? No way. Who did I ban for that? I think New York fries doesn't use it. That's what the argument was that someone said. I was saying they did. It's in the middle of the night, Papa Willie. Tracy, why do you follow FFG?
Dude, if we're out somewhere, like if we're out doing something or whatever, when we're off to the pool, we'll be sitting there talking about the dogs and being like, I wonder what the poodle's doing. I bet he misses up. We will cut whatever it is that we're doing. We'll cut it short to get home to our dog. That's how pathetic it's gotten. But it's okay. It's fine.
It's 8 a.m.
He's questioning Tracy of why she's associated with the cigarette over there. I don't know why Tracy keeps coming back to Chantel's community. It's obvious Chantel doesn't like you, Tracy. I'm pretty sure really nobody in her community doesn't like you. They bully you to death over there. Why are you humiliating yourself, even showing yourself in the Beezer's chat? Like they don't fuck with you.
Sometimes I block like crazy. Yeah, it's dark. Hey, Jenny. Hey, CP. 345 in Syria? Yes, on Instagram. I saw that you follow her. Because I went to her page and it says also people that follow me also follow her. They'll show in common. And I saw your little blonde head as a follower on there.
I saw your little blonde head as a follower over there. Foodie, the majority of your chatters over here, they're in the reaction community. In case you didn't know, now you do.
Check your Instagram. Anyways, how you doing? Health-wise.
Like you give a fuck. You literally mock that woman and her. Not only do you mock Tracy, you mock her health issues. And there comes Tracy, like a beat dog, back to take more of Chantel and her Beezer's abuse.
She's a beauty queen. This thing is gonna break. It's a jar. Play a new game of blocked. Do you know, like, I don't even think unblocking every single person is.
Oh, really, Bama girl? You know, our poodle really doesn't even bark at all. Like, he greets us when we come home. And Harlow's a barker. And when she gets herself worked up and it's confirmed that somebody is like at our door delivering a package, whatever it may be, the poodle will let out the most pathetic little bark, but it's like 1 or 2 barks and then he's done. He can't be bothered. So lucky for us, we don't have any issues as far as barking is concerned.
Actually, like, even really possible. I'm going to try to sell it. I'm going to try to sell the scooter.
Donating it is an option. You can donate that mobility scooter. I'm pretty sure, and I've always stood by this, that Chantel scammed that scooter. I think she got a refund for it. And I know a lot of people don't agree with me. I believe that motherfucker got a refund for that mobility scooter and she kept the scooter. Regardless, like so many people were so generous to you and they were so nice to you to donate and get you all that money to come back to Canada. Just donate it to somebody who would get some use out of it.
I'm antisocial, but ooh.
The only people interested in paying money for that mobility scooter is us. Is the community. This is your only people out here that's going to be looking to buy the mobility scooter. You want to meet up for a deal, Chantel? We gonna meet in person to sell the mobility scooter? We can make that shit happen.
Yeah, thank you. Visited. You did visit? Oh yeah, you did. Did you go to? Where did you go again? Egypt or something? Just let me flip it for a minute. I'm just kidding. Sorta. Half of me's not kidding. Yeah, like it still works. I'm not gonna sell it for an arm and a leg, but it still works fine. And they could easily tune it up, like tighten something. I don't know what it takes, but they can do that. And then you have a cool scooter.
You've admitted yourself the battery is not even really staying charged like it used to. Like you've fucked the battery on that mobility scooter. You've let it sit there and go dead for days. You're way over the weight limit. That's also put lots of strain on that poor little battery. But yeah, yes, please sell it, Chantel. Sell it. Get every dollar you can. Aren't you the same woman who was out handing out half-eaten sandwiches to the homeless because you believe in giving back to the community? And you've admitted this with your whole fucking gut. The only reason that you believe in giving back into the community is because you believe in your afterlife that you're going to be given something in return for that. That's kind of gross, but whatever.
Yeah, 1047. Scrape! Oh my god, hi Tracy. Tracy, we need a health update. We hope you're doing well. Donate Foodie. I know, Jamal. To a reaction channel for dissection. Well, hey Lauren, whoever wants to buy it. That scooter isn't worth $5. What? You're not worth $5. Tracy, yes, bless Sparkle. It's got farts on the seat. Listen, do you think that everybody who owns a scooter gets on their scooter and says, okay, I'm going to hold my farts now for 8 hours? No, that doesn't happen whatsoever. Everyone farts on their scooter.
Everyone farts on a scooter, ladies and gentlemen. What about shitting your pants on the mobility scooter, Chantel?
I didn't shit on it. I shit my pants. It didn't make it through my undies because it was stuck in my butt cheeks. So no. Whatsoever. Everyone farts on their scooter. I didn't shit on it. I shit my pants. It didn't make it through my undies because it was stuck in my butt cheeks. So no shit, touch the seat. Yes, I have a deep cheeks, okay?
I'm going to stop you right there. I can honestly say I've never shit my pants. I've been lucky. Even if I've had like the stomach flu or something like that, I've been at home and I've been by a bathroom. Not everybody is that lucky. I get it, right? But here's the thing. Normally, if a person is so sick and they shit themselves, they are shitting themselves because they are sick. Like they have diarrhea, right? So how does liquid shit stay in your ass cheeks? It's liquid. It's not gonna it's liquid. Are you telling me that you didn't shit liquid on your scooter? That you're like what? You're pushing turds out, Chantel, and those turds were squishing in between your ass. All this is gross, and none of this shit literal shit makes no sense. Diarrhea. Hey, Fauntleroy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's liquid. It's a fucking liquid shit. How could it stay in your cheeks? Like, what kind of lockjaw do you got going on back there? Who's able to keep shit in their cheeks?
I didn't shit on it. I shit my pants. It didn't make it through my undies because it was stuck in my butt cheeks. So no.
That really honestly makes no sense to me. Is that possible? Thank peanut butter? Is it technically shit then? I don't know, man.
No shit, touch the seat. Yes, I have a deep cheeks, okay?
Deep cheeks. How much does Salal love your deep cheeks? He ain't got the long stroke for that, does he, baby?
Don't offer a warranty.
Forget I said that.
No, no, girl. No, I'm not staying here. Every seat has farts embedded.
Hey,
yeah,
Gecko.
that's the only time. What's up, Scream? Hey, Trixie. Kinetic energy. Yes, what if I'm famous someday and they have my scooter? Come on. Hey, Hamburger.
Bitch. Look at the shadow. What this is like a departing gift for the community. How nice of you to give us a gift like this before you gunned off the cereal. We'll never see this shit again. Look at that shadow, would you? The shadow is the same shadow that I have in the thumbnail. We didn't enhance any damn thing. I've seen somebody in chat before we got started asking if the shadow had been enhanced. The answer to your question, no, absolutely not. Take a look at Exhibit A over here. Look at that shadow, dude. I feel like we should all come together as a community. I would love nothing more to see everybody have the same damn thumbnails. Look at that shit, would you?
Be shortchanged at that point for me, quite frankly.
Look at it moving, though.
Energy. Yes. What if I'm famous someday and they have my scooter? Come on. Hey, hamburger. Be shortchanged at that point for me, quite frankly.
Her shadow is larger than the car's shadows. Hey, very good. She's coming, Salah. She's waxed and she's ready, buddy. And she's, I quote, deep cheeked. Thank you for the support. Very good. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Too bad you can't take advantage of that.
Backwards kisses. Oh, hey, Charlotte. I always got to steal my
You got old deep cheeks over here with the cupcake recipe. It's not meant to be, Chantel. It's like water and oil. Water and oil, baby.
That's how I sing to BG because feeling better. It's just that he has like chronic illnesses that he won't ever feel better from. So he's pretty old. He's up there in age. His dad. Hey, Air Canada. Elderly.
Haven't you been told to not speak about his family and to keep his family out of your freaking mouth, Chantel? But yet you continue to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about Salah's family. That's crazy. I don't think you're supposed to be speaking on his dad's health conditions. I'm pretty sure his dad would not be happy to hear that you, of all people, are speaking about anything that has to do with him.
So, thanks, Jamal. Thank you, Nina. Look. I'm levitating, la 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 la.
Right, Maria?
All night, you're my... Casey,
we don't even know if they're telling the truth. I think that Chantel's been told that by Salah. And I think Salah has been using that as a reason why he can't communicate with Chantel the way that she demands. Oh my God. Look at that angle, would you? That's real. Take a look. If you're not looking at your screen right now, you need to take. Is that the thumbnail? Let me remove this. It's the same still I took for the thumbnail, bitch. There you go. There you have it. It's the it's the same freaking image. I knew I got myself a banger. I did it today, girls. Look at that shit. That is something, isn't it? Majestic. Absolutely majestic. That's real life for you, Chantel. No wonder you're so embarrassed if you see a couple of people walking towards you on your mobility scooter. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be? But we don't know whether or not Salah's died. I hope that he's not sick. He could be. It could be true. But the odds are that's not true. The odds are that is something that Salah is telling Chantel so he can fuck off with his cousin and whoever else he's with. And he can use that as an excuse of not spending time with Chantel, not FaceTiming Chantel, all of those things. My dad's sick. I've got to spend a lot of time taking care of him. Meanwhile, the odds of Salah's dad taking care of Salah are very likely. I don't even think we talk about that.
Hi. You can donate to the YouTube museum. There is one. Can we roll down a hill before you leave for Syria? Yeah. Maybe when I rent a car. You're going to miss these evenings. We just have to have, Chantel Lipa. Scooter. Yes, Charlotte. Oh, Egypt, Lebanon, Israel, and Jordan. Oh, yes. I think I remember you telling us that. Sorry for forgetting. Gambling ads, huh?
The shadow alone weighs 300 pounds. Do we have a shadow postcard yet? Because I know we've used her shadow before in previous thumbnails, but I don't remember if we've made postcards. If not, you already know what to expect for next month.
Yeah, the scooter's fine, you know? Like, it'll do the job. It's not, like, going to be a super...
What's that? That's her weed, isn't it? Is that her weed riding it on the mobility scooter's handlebars in her long-ass receipt? Oh, my God, it is.
Super luxurious one there. Are you coming back? Yeah, eventually, probably. I don't know exactly what I'm going to...
And that's the thing. Going back, oh, it's gummies. Whatever it is. It's from the weed store, right? So not only is Chantel spending a shit ton of money on food on the daily, DoorDash, driving over to Costco, going to the Tim Hortons, whatever the fuck it's called, the Starbies. She's going daily to the weed store. What do you think that she spent? I don't know what the cost of that shit is in Canada. What do you guys that have experience? What do you think that she's paying daily for her little weed habit that she has? And then you top that on to whatever, because she goes there. I feel like she goes to the weed store like every couple of days, if not every day. Chin's Wasta Crimes. I love your avatar. If my fam goes through my gallery, only Mr. B will understand. I'm glad I have all of you, right? Get rid of the evidence. Don't let the kids see all of my shame. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. At least it's something, right? Chin's Wasta Crimes. Thank you for the support. Fucking hilarious. I love your avatar.
do, though, but...
Probably $50 a day. $50 a day just on the weed. 60 every day. So let's say she spends $60 every 2 days. Like let's dial it back a little bit. That's $30 a day. And then how much ever she's spending on her DoorDash delivery. How much do you think this motherfucker's getting over on Kick? This is where all her money's been going. It's not like she's been thinking that she's going to Syria. They probably even talked about it together, and whatever money that she's sent Salah to buy her way into Syria. That's why she needs to stream like 12 hours a day and then have people send all this money to her PayPal so she can even get to Syria. She probably doesn't even have her plane ticket. She definitely ain't got BGs.
Rodeo comes back. Hold on, guys.
You do realize, Sam, that when Chantel goes out to smoke at nighttime, when she has her little pack of joints or whatever, I think it was fondue. I haven't seen fondue in... Oh, there you are. Dude, I was literally just thinking about you. Didn't you say like she smoked like 20 joints or something in one day? I know when she went on under the bridge, just for her one live stream that she did, she smoked 5 joints right there in like 10 minutes. So if you don't believe that that's not possible, that she's smoking $30 to $60 worth of weed a day, well, again, we're not watching the same show. Listen here, she disconnected her internet. She knows when she's going. You're right about that. And she's basing that, though, off of when she's getting paid. That doesn't necessarily mean that she's bought her ticket. She's just assuming like she'll get paid, she'll buy her ticket, they'll have spots open, like how many motherfuckers are traveling and where she's going to. But I don't think that she's bought the ticket yet. Maybe, but maybe not. Half Fine says, you calling dispensaries a weed store reminds me of when my baby brother called the McDonald's the French fry store. I just called the weed store, bro. Listen, I'm in Indiana. We don't have dispensaries around this motherfucker, okay? I'm from Kentucky. We just bought the street shit. We didn't have dispensaries. You motherfuckers are fancy over there with your dispensaries, okay? Sue me, as Quirky would say. Half Fine, thank you for the support, hon.
Whoops.
The weed store.
The wind is strong today.
Hey, we got the methadone clinic. We got one of those. All right. We ain't just out here like we ain't got shit. We got a couple of methadone clinics around this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's disturbing, but I said her art is kind of good. He is going to be living with me. He just has to spend...
Burnett, but I understand that. Never mind. I think you missed the humor there.
like a couple to a few days a week.
Don't let them motherfuckers be late to the methadone clinic because ain't nobody safe. Red light says who? Okay? They lock them motherfucking windows at 9 o'clock. If you ain't there at 8:59, you ain't getting your dose, motherfucker. They're going to make it there regardless. Fuck you and everybody else's safety. The roads around the methadone clinic, I stay away from them.
It will just make sense for him to stay there because it's going to be such a waste of gas if he had to come back and back all the time. His business is there. Hate drama. There's no drama, Tracy. It's just joking around. We are just joking with you. Before you leave, can you cuss out Rosie and Amber? Witchy Poo, will you be safe? Inshallah. Yes, they will lurking here.
Yes, the liquor store is called the beer store. That's also true, Megan.
Sure, when he's not there.
They actually call there's a little roundabout before you get to the methadone clinic. They call it the methadone dieway.
That's all I'll say about his family, really, honestly, but oh no, I'll be all right.
They're not joking. They are bullying the shit out of Tracy. And you know what? Her dumbass is the one that keeps going back for more. Where's the same energy, Chantel? Tracy subscribed to Dirtneck on Instagram. What are you going to do about it? Bring it on, big girl. Yeah, she was trying to shake her down about it, but she didn't give her too much smoke about it. She let it go. She's like, listen, Tracy, for a small donation of $799, you can stay in my community. Send to my PayPal now.
Syria, Tracy, Syria. It's Costco. No, I didn't buy it.
Oh, Sean, is it your birthday, girl? I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly, so I'm going with that. Happy birthday to you, 62 years young. Congratulations, and you got to get the song, girl. Roll it. Oh, yeah. And congratulations on making it another year. What in dish? It really depends on the person. I've heard different things from different people. I have no personal experience from methadone. I've known people who have used a methadone clinic, and for some people, it's been a lifesaver. For other people, I had a friend that I grew up with and I went to high school with, and unfortunately, she had a bad drug addiction problem. And she was one of those people who went to the methadone clinic, and unfortunately, she was still abusing other narcotics too, and she ended up passing away. So it's one of those things where it can be life-saving for some people if they work the program, but if they don't and they still abuse other drugs, you can have, it just depends on the person, really.
From Costco.
I mean, basically, yes, it's maintenance medication. That is true.
The scooter lasted.
The biggest complaint that I've heard from people about the methadone clinic is they get you on such high dose. And from what I've heard is that the withdrawals from methadone are just as bad, if not worse, than like something like heroin or something. And they don't wean you down. Like they want you to maintain on a dose. And then like if you come in and say, well, it's not doing what it's supposed to be, they'll up you. And so you're just always dependent on it. Like it's really hard to get off of it. And when you decide that you're not going to do it anymore, it really fucks you around.
Me many months. It took my weight very well. A support animal. Yes, I do.
Why don't they wean you down? Well, because they want your business. I mean, they are a business. They get paid for that. Like the difference with like methadone is like if you're on insurance or if you're like on Medicaid or something like that, like your insurance will cover it. So that's how they operate. It's a business for them. Chin's Wasserkram says, since some are confused, I was Mr. Cardigan Gorley, then Chin's Wasserkrams, then Big Bertha Jean for BBJ's initials and the Boyle. Always a reason for my names. And you know what? Here's the thing. Chin's Wasserkrams, when she goes to Syria and we have our little arc there, you'll be rebranding for the Big Bertha Jean sooner than later because the Boyle is definitely going to reappear, girl. And thank you for the support, hun. Never get rid of your names.
Witchy Poo, I already have a place, yeah. Well, not forever, Tracy, but I'm not moving there. I'm traveling to see him. I am, yeah, I miss him so, and I miss Julia. Hija. Yeah, me too.
They do drug test when you're going to the methadone clinic. Sometimes you can get through. Like there are ways for people to do everything. Like, believe it or not, there are ways.
I'm ending my lease. Yeah, I mean, regardless, I would have left. I wouldn't have stayed here. Yeah, I know, lurking. I don't think it's like necessary because I think everything will be okay. But yeah, I'm taking my cat. Live on Teen Region, olive oil is good, but so is PG on the plane. I know. If Foodie asked you to come, would you? Now that would be a culture shock.
10 KD, when you see that rental car in action, just know it's go time, girl. Thanks for coming in, Drama B. Did you make sure you leave a comment? Because even if you're not here, you can win, girl.
No. Anxiety. Why don't you buy a house? I don't have the money to buy a house. They're expensive. Which truck? Oh, this one? A lot, Lavina. Yeah.
Her casual admittance to the plan was originally for Salah to come to Canada, just confirmed everything that we already knew. Lied for 3 years. And it's so funny that, and I don't feel like she gets enough pushback for that. Like, we know that Salah cannot come to Canada. Why are they allowing her to continue up with this lie that Salah has all these businesses that he's running in Syria and taking care of his sick dad? None of that is true. And nobody pushes back on that. But yes, like, his plan was to come to Canada. I think Chantel knew that it was never going to happen. Even if they went through with the application, whatever that she was doing, she knew deep down that Salah would never come to Canada because she knows the truth of what her financial situation is. I'm not even going to say the reason that Salah got denied to come to Canada was all him. I think a lot of it was because of who was sponsoring him. Fondue, thank you for the support, hun.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, they're basically scamming each other. It's great.
Because it's going to be a very long visit.
It's going to be a very long visit.
I don't know, Krusty. It's not,
So your plan is to go to Syria, sniff out the situation, see how Salah's treating you, see how long you can handle living in Syria. And then when you get sick of it, or if he pisses you off enough, and then what, you're going to gun off to back to Canada or another country? There is no plan. She doesn't know what the fuck's going to happen. That's basically what she's saying. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. I'm just going to go to Syria and play it by ear. Man, what a life.
I don't know. It's not very, like, rebuilt enough yet, kind of, like, infrastructure-wise. Hey, Island Dragonfly. Hello. Think of all of the olives. Is that a citrus face grape? Can we drink KFG? KFG gravy? Oh.
No. I don't think so, Bama girl. Foodie is never going to the family home, not to visit, not for dinner, not to stop in and say, hey, I want to go in and say hi to dad. Here's my wife. Hey, dad, here's my wife. I'm your son. Here's my wife. She's came back to Syria to live. She just wanted to stop in and say hello and see how you're, that'll never fucking happen. And she knows that. She's been told that there's no way in hell she's going to step one diabetic toe in the family home. She won't even try it. She knows. I think she's embarrassed too. I don't believe she even applied for him to come this time, like she says. I think she just lied and told him it was denied. She never said anything about going anywhere to do any paperwork. I agree with that because she knew there was no point. Like, why would she go? Why would Foodie, of all people, put in effort to do anything, especially when she knows she's going to be told no?
Yeah.
And also, we know that Chantel is running from a lot of shit. Why would she go and fill out paperwork where they're going to have access to look into her financial history and possibly even cause more attention on her situation that's already there? She wouldn't do that. Who would? Half Pint says no proof of wife. LOL. Exactly, Half Pint. Thank you for the support, hun. According to the inbred dogs comment, will never be forgiven. No, Salah's never going to forgive Chantel for that.
Probably Shannon. Oh, sorry, Amy. I didn't see that. What you said. Wait. Oh, Chantel, if you didn't use so many paper towels, I'd have enough for a house. Oh my God, yes. Right? You heard that? Somebody picking on my paper towel use?
No,
yeah,
closer.
True, no, I'm not going to say the exact.
I didn't, but I have seen talk about that around Twitter, about how things are kind of heating back up in Syria. Not safe to travel there right now. I'm pretty sure Canada advises everybody, do not travel to Syria. Do you think that's going to stop Chantel? She doesn't value her life. She doesn't care. She doesn't have anything to live for other than food. That's it. So, worth it.
Date that I'm leaving for sure.
That's crazy.
Oh, I know you're kidding. It's funny. You do too, Krista? Thing is I don't even like use them ever. Like the only time, like when I spill something or I don't know, like I barely use them. I still have 5 rolls in my closet that I forgot about. So that's the funny thing. That's, you know. No, I didn't say the date yet because I didn't even book my flight yet. And the date has changed like 8 different times. Yeah. No, right, Dill? No, I won't glitter. So I guess.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that, 10KD. Do you think it's possible that she did that? Like she set it up like Rosie did her DoorDash deliveries on some kind of afterpay shit, and she did do that with BG? Is that possible? I don't know. Okay, well, if BG makes it to Syria, I think we all know how she did it. And she'll turn that bank account off as soon as she gets to Syria because she left the country. Oh my God.
In Poland now, and people are already.
Remember, I said she's blowing her spot up in Canada. She slipped up before and said, when I leave Canada, I'm not coming back. Even if I can't stay in Syria, I'll go somewhere else. So that to me was very telling, and I believe her. I believe her. No one knows things missing, Mimic. I don't think you do. I think she's blowing her spot up in Canada. Do with that what you will.
Be harassing.
She put BG on layaway.
Polish, like they're making a Facebook page.
No credit, no problem.
Page like that's on Poland to like warn people about her, and like I love seeing a few snapbacks where someone from there was like, "Why are you putting this on an I Love Poland page? Who cares?" or something like that. Like people are so fucking like that's too much, bro. That's insane. That people do that. Tell them you're taking the bus or shit. Pete says a roll of TP lasts him a month. No way. There's no way. Whoops. It's windy. Sorry. Is Spoon really lurking here? They told some police officer they got a gun to come up. Oh, yeah, that.
I just hit a button. I didn't take. Okay, I didn't. Sarah says membership brought to you by Klarna for 46 months. Worth it. Sarah, thank you for the support, girl. However you had to make it happen, we appreciate you. And I go back to that a lot. I go back to when Foodie, and you know what? I'm going to try to sit down today and find that timestamp of when she said that, when she first talked about going to Syria. Because when she said that, to me, anyways, it was very significant, because who would ever say that for sure? And there has to be a reason for it. Why would you say, like, I'm never returning to Canada? Like, her return to Canada has went very well, honestly. She hasn't had any issues as far as like stalkers, and she may say that, but we see the truth of that. Like, it's been pretty smooth for her the entire time that she's been there. So for her to make that statement that she'll never ever return to Canada, and I believe she meant it when she said it, there's a reason why she said that shit, at least in my opinion. Yulia says she's copying Rosie's bro now too. Fan behavior. She is a fan. She's a fan of everybody. All she does is sit around and watch fucking YouTube all day. The nerve of me, bitch. Yulia, thank you for the support, hon. At least we're cool. Okay? Yeah. So what? Maybe I consume way too much of YouTube, but at least we're cool. You can't say the same, ma'am.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Yes, closer. I agree.
One roll every 3 bathroom trips.
I think that's another thing that sows Salah on her returning to Syria. Like, listen, it's too expensive here. And another big giveaway for that was the way that she sat down and she added up her rent and she presented this huge number to Salah. And then I think she intentionally stopped sending him money. Like, she probably, when she first got there, in order to keep Salah on the hook, was sending him whatever she could, maybe $100 a week, maybe 50. We don't know the number, but obviously she was sending him something. She even talked about it. Remember when she's talking about how she was going to collect the money that Salah sent her? That was her sending him money. We knew that. But I think she cut him completely off. And that's another way that she got herself back into the country. And then she also told him, like, listen, I can't afford to live here. I can't pay all these bills, pay all this rent, pay all this electric, pay all this everything. I can't do it and send you money. And I can't even manage to survive over here. But you know how much I'm paying in rent a year? And you say that number to somebody who's living in Syria. And again, it makes them a fucking millionaire, basically, in his country. There's a benchmark. Sponsor Orphan Monthly. She said she did. Chin's Wasakram says, remember, she opened up mail and was silent. It was a notice of something major. When did that happen? I don't think I've seen it. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Chins, thank you for the support. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we're Barbie.
I think she's going to do everything that she can. Whatever she can do to access money and credit and whatever she's going to do, she's going to max everything out before she leaves. I do believe that.
His underwear, or he uses his underwear. GP must be expensive in your house, Amy. You should get a bidet. Starring Ramona and Chantel. Here comes the O train again. Does he have mad skid marks? I have no idea.
Ooh.
Does it look empty to you? We should go for a ride on the O train. No, we might get knifed. We might get knifed. People are insane. All aboard the choo-choo train? Which one? I don't know. It's not safe downtown because there's a knifer. And there's another guy that wasn't caught. He did something bad. Oh, really, Amy? Hey, Daily. Oh yeah? His dad is Muslim? Cocoa Mills. Do you find YouTube has a different vibe than Kick? I find.
Honestly, I think it's all the same shit. The only difference between YouTube and Kick for me personally is the fact that we can't see how your face actually looks the way we can on Kick. Other than that, it's the same thing. Did someone just ask if Sally had skid marks in his undies? No, Gary, because if they did say that, her response would immediately been no. I think they were talking about Pete's. I think they were asking if Pete's had skid marks in his undies. If they would have said Salah, she'd been like, no, Salah doesn't have skid marks in his undie. I know because I see them all the time.
You can take them.
Hey, tired as fuck. Oh, you're sick, girl. You know, 2 of my kids have already been sick since they've been in school. Girl. That's probably what it is if your kid's back in school.
What else was I gonna say? I don't know. I guess I'll go upstairs now. No, I won't go upstairs yet. I want to scoop just around here. I wasn't going to admit this, but before I saw you were on, I reduced to watching Hook.
Sore throats, coughing, sneezing, snotting, coming in there having a conversation. Like, can you keep your school germs over there, son? Don't be coming in here breathing on me. I don't want that shit. All these kids that get back in the classroom together and they're sharing their germs and trading pencils and spitting on crayons and putting it back in the box. It's just a whole fucking thing every single time. A hot week and everybody's sick.
Aw, Hook got you down? Yeah, glitter queen.
Salah does let a poop get away as a skin mark. Are you kidding me? Waste not, what not?
No, Joshy. Hold on, this is annoying.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I'll do a longer stream tomorrow on Kick.
10
You know what I'm saying?
KD. That sucks, girl. You got little kids too. Little kids, not school kids, even worse. Listen, guys, we got to end it there. Let's do our giveaway. I got to get some shit taken care of today. I didn't even realize there was going to be that much there. I was like, I'm not going to have anything to say. It's going to be so boring today, but look at us. We could have still went on. Hold on. YouTube comment picker. You got like 2 seconds to get over there if you haven't left your comment on yesterday's stream. Cat girl, hello. I don't think she is going. She is doing this to rage bait for more views and more donations. Well, you're down on that hill, aren't you, cat girl? That is a hill for sure. I mean, listen, we all have our hills and that's yours. I don't see it. I don't think there's a chance in hell. Even if, let's just entertain this, right? Let's say that Salah doesn't go through and allow Chantel to go to Syria. Motherfucker's leaving Canada. Like I said, she blew up the spot. If you know, you know. But we'll see. I'm curious to see if you're right and Chantel stays in Canada. What's in store for us next? What, fucking Cornwall? So we pack the boneless couch in the mobility scooter in the back of Smee's husband's pickup truck and we all just pack it up and go to Cornwall. I'm here for that too. I really am, but I just don't see it happening. I just can't even imagine at that point that being the next arc for Chantel. Time will tell. And thank you for the support, hun. Hold on here. Let's see. This one? No, not that one. This one? Yes. Comment sharp. That'll work. I did not come prepared, if you can believe that. Let me see. Okay, so we are picking 20 winners for the BG trading card. No, not that. Shut up, fatty. This one. From yesterday's live stream, the final days of Foodie Scooty. Damn, we've been dedicating a lot of live streams to the mobility scooter. That's the only thing that I'm going to miss. I'm not going to miss you in Canada, Chantel. I'm going to miss seeing that mobility scooter. That's it. You can take your ass on to Syria. That'll be great. That'll work for everybody. Let me get this put in here. Okay, share screen. One moment. Here we go. All right. Number of winners, 20. Are you guys ready? Unique authors, include replies, yada, yada, yada. All right, here we go, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Today's winners are Carlotta, Priscilla, Sassy Mama, Joanna, Duping Delight, Jinx, Mods T, Nashi, Tired as Fuck, Dorky Shitstain, Fear and Clothing, Jamie Reynolds, Sunny Days, 69 going on 100, Bad Beach, Undercover Possums, Carrie Ludwig, Evelyn, Low Birdie, A Witch and a Cat, Congratulations to all the winners. Yes, that's amazing. I will post these winners over on the community tab post in case people weren't here in real time or I just kind of went through the names. Let's see. We'll do another giveaway tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. I should be here. So let's do 10 more cards tomorrow. So after the stream is over, for another chance to win a BG trading card, leave your comment after the stream is over. Thank you all so much for being here, participating, showing up, showing out as always. Love you guys so much. And we're on Serial Watch, baby. As soon as the rental car makes an appearance, it's go time, bitches. Until next time.